Thursday, 20th of March 2025. You're welcome to the biggest morning show. This is the EM Club. Yes, we're coming to you live from MX24 Studios at Leander Street, East Legon, Accra. My name is Kojo Dasabre. Now, I so wish that probably my cameraman could actually zoom in into my shirt right now. There's there, which would definitely, talk about something that I got to know just the past 2 days. Yes, just the past 2 days. And it's very crucial, where we're discussing everything that has to do with Ghana's heritage, our culture, and everything. And coming in from our reason to know that High Life is celebrating 100 good years. That's it. It's right there. Precisely. High Life. Celebrating 100 good years. Wow. This year, High Life is in a centenary move. To every patron who's contributed to High Life, please take your applause this morning. Yeah. Still in the Ghana month, we definitely had to just pitch that in. And of course, it's Ghana month right here on MX24. Our mission is quite simple. We're here to amplify, inform, like I just did, and inspire you with our fun, fearless, and fact-driven on-air experience. We kick off with some inspiration. The hashtag is My Daily Dose of them, giving you an inspiring way to start your morning, right? After that, look out for Coffee Daily, where we recap everything that has been trending for the past 24 hours. For our big conversation, today is World Oral Health Day. Celebrated annually on March 20th is a global event dedicated to raising awareness about the importance of oral health. This day aims to inspire individuals, communities, and governments to take action towards improving oral hygiene and preventing oral diseases which affect millions of people worldwide. The theme for each year focuses on promoting healthy habits, understanding the link between oral and overall well-being, and emphasizing that a happy mouth leads to a happy mind. A happy mouth leads to a happy mind. And on the blog, we're throwing the spotlight on a new wine 2025 and also the spotlight on Future of Work 2.0. Remember, you're a major part of this show. Join us online. You cannot escape it because you're tuned in right now. The hashtag is hashtag the EM Club, and our handles are at MX24GH on all platforms. Please don't forget to subscribe to your YouTube channel, which is MX24GH. Follow MX24 on Ayoba. Join the MX24 channel for updates or send us your messages via our Ayoba number 0592292746. Visit the MX24 app to catch up on all the fun, the excitement of the EM Club shows featuring engaging conversations, thrilling live segments, and exclusive content you cannot afford to miss. All right. You can also reach us via our WhatsApp number, that's 0550331511. 0550331511. Yesterday, I had someone commenting and saying that you guys mentioned the number too fast. Okay. I 055 and I mean 055 033 1511. 055 033 1511. You've gotten the number, right? Yeah. Send in your comments right now. And everything you want us to know and be a part of the show. That's the only way this show can thrive. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into my daily dose of them. And of course, as part of Ghana Month, right here, celebrating Ghana in grand style, making sure that we keep that heritage, that rich culture that we have, and celebrate anybody who's a stakeholder in that. Beautiful Ghanaians. Well, for DDOV this month, we're focusing on Ghanaian personalities. Yes, let's get some inspiration from Felicity Ama Agyeman, also known as Nana Ama McBrown. I bet you didn't know, did you? A lot of people don't know her name as Felicity. We know her as Nana Ama McBrown. She's a Ghanaian actress, TV host, and music composer. She rose to prominence for her role in a television series titled Tentacles. She later found mainstream success with her roles in the three-language movies Asoreba, Church Member, Into Brackets, and Kumasi Yonko. She was the host of the television cooking show The McBrown Kitchen and the entertainment talk show Then United Showbiz on UTV until March 2023 when she moved to Media General. She's currently a TV host on Onua TV for the Onua Showtime program. McBrown has acted in many movies and has had several awards, including Best English Actress, Best Actress in a Leading Role, Best Traditional Movie, and Best Story at the 2011 Kumawood Awards. She also won the Favorite Actress Award at the 2016 Ghana Movie Awards and Eurostar Best Dressed Female Celebrity on the red carpet at the 2016 Ghana Movie Awards. Trust Nana Ama McBrown to dazzle on the red carpet. She also won Golden Actress in a comedy movie with the movie Side Chick Gang at the Golden Movie Awards in 2018. In 2020, she was awarded the Radio and Television Personality Awards TV Female Entertainment Show Host of the Year 2019 to 2020. She also picked the TV Female Presenter of the Year in 2019 to 2020 award. In 2020, she won the award for Outstanding Woman Brand Influencer at the 3rd edition of the Ghana Outstanding Woman Awards. That's GOA. Now, in March 2021, she was awarded the Female Actor of the Year in the Entertainment Achievement Awards. In November 2024, McBrown was honored at the Ghana Leadership Awards as the Media Personality of the Year. What a beautiful, 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 if you ask me, profile. Take all the accolades. Let's hear it from Nana Ama McBrown.
To tell you that, to let you know that yes, you can. Whatever the situation, you can. Whatever you're doing, yes, you can. Whatever you're going through, know that yes, you can. You can be the boss you want to be, and you can be the last man if you want to be that. You know, Empress, I have been through a lot, and you all know my struggle through my career, and I am here today by the grace of God. It is because I didn't stop. I didn't stop at Kwadaso where I grew up. I didn't limit my craft to just the people in Ashanti region. I had to struggle my way through to be a winner in the entertainment industry. I don't know what you do. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what you plan to do. But whatever you plan to do, whatever you're doing now, you are the controller. God will see you through. Please don't stop. Do not stop at what you're doing. One thing I will share with you is that I have always been a positive person. From childhood, I've always had the dream to be a big person. I started from being sports person. Me ball, yeah, become at least 1 or 2 marks. A woman now who be there dance here. It didn't work out, but that didn't stop me too.
All right, these are words coming in from Felicity Ama Agyeman, known as Nana Ama McBrown. She says, please don't stop. Whatever you may be doing right now or whatever you're doing right now, please don't stop. And that goes to me because sometimes, oh boy. Guys, let's be honest. Sometimes, you're just too tired about whatever you're doing. Maybe because you're not getting the push that you're supposed to get. Maybe because you don't even have the right equipment, because we live in a situation where things are they keep on getting outdated. Even when you do have what's it called on our phones, technology, whatever it is. I mean, softwares keep coming in. Sometimes you get an update. Update this. Update this. Update this. So even if technology cannot be satisfied, how much more you, the human being? So sometimes it's draining. Maybe you are in a toxic environment, so it's not making you progress. Maybe, what's it called? Maybe a fearful. That one to the inside. Yeah. Spiritually. Yeah. So, all these things cannot make you move forward sometimes. So sometimes you're just like, oh boy. Is this gonna work? Should I shift this way? Should I go this way? What is happening to me? But I do love what I'm doing. I do love it. If I didn't love it, I wouldn't find myself doing it in the first place. But she says, please don't stop. Someone also says, we don't stop when we are tired. We stop when we are done. Keep that in mind. That's how we wrap it up for DDOV for today. Daily dose of Vim, and I hope you've been vimmed up because we have a jump pack show for you for today. So time for us to cross over and see what's happening on X and of course what's trending. Oh my goodness, a lot of things. People are raiding people's places. Tomorrow's match with the Ghana Black Stars. Are you going to watch or are you going to... But I tell you what, eat a lot before you watch. Not to say they are not going to win, no. I'm patriotic enough. Bring back the love with the Ghana Black Stars. His Excellency had to pay, a visit to the Black Stars. We'll talk about that. And a whole lot that's trending, okay? But before that, you know how we do. It's a terrific, fantastic Thursday. So, yesterday's hits, today's classics. Let's get into it. We'll be right back.
with Cowboy Coffee. We're going to be checking what is trending on X. Quite a number of stories popping up on X, so we're going to be getting into that pretty shortly. But before that, let's talk about something we all want, and that is success. Everybody wants it. Everybody dreams of it. We all aspire to succeed and make a mark in life. We push ourselves to excel, enduring challenges along the way just to be successful. Charlie. When work gets tough, and I bet it will, you need that extra boost to keep pushing forward. And on those days where you need somebody to be there for you, Cowboy Coffee will be by your side. It's a rich, creamy 3-in-1 blend with a great taste and aroma that would aid kickstart your day. So whether you're working or just creating beautiful memories with friends and loved ones, Cowboy Coffee will be there with you every single moment. So no matter where you're at, as you chase after those goals, keep Cowboy Coffee close to stay motivated and go. Remember, Cowboy Coffee is with you every single moment. Now, let's check what's trending on X. Goodness
It's a Thursday.
How you doing?
I'm good. Yesterday, where were you?
Where was I?
Where were you before you sent us?
Oh, that wasn't me. The person forwarded a photo to me.
Oh, okay.
Why you?
No, I just felt like but if you were somewhere, you are my body by now. Like me and you were before they drink this thing.
There was the beer where they drink beer.
Was it beer?
Yeah, that was a Golda. So when you said the Coke in the drink or something in the it's Coke. You mentioned Coke, right?
Well.
When I checked, so I went back to see if I was seeing wrong. I went to say it was Golda, my brother. What are you seeing? You're beginning to see things.
Well, is it a turquoise morning?
I believe. I'm still rocking my Cooler Perry shirts. So.
How many shirts did my brother give you?
You know me, I'm not gifted, one thing, so,
Okay.
probably it's a couple.
Okay.
Probably will be seeing me wear.
Cooler Perry!
Oh, what's that? I'm from my.
Cooler Perry!
Emma.
Je vais dire ça en français. Je veux le valise. Tu comprends, non? On t'y assia. Et nous, on essaie
de
suitcase, non? So, t'y assia. Aha. Moi, baby, quoi?
Only baby, I come right. Only baby,
All right. So, yesterday, we crossed out the limits and building futures through awareness, mentorship, and action. Of course, shouts to our sponsors, Germal Care, GH, McPhillips Foods, Y107.9 FM, and IBM Petroleum for making it possible for us to go to Kobo Girls.
Yeah.
Of course, the train is moving. We're moving, and it's all about cross it out. Yes. So, one of these days, we need to bring in the team. And when I say team, people who are on the grounds, all right? Especially people like DJ Momsen.
Yeah.
Because when I entered the studio this morning, he was, recounting how he was doing the live ambience, the music, you get it. Momsen has a way of dropping the song, yeah, and then allowing, the crowd to do what they do best. You get it? Into baby now be at what person so what you see. Then when you say a girl school need yes, so you see. Yeah. Yeah.
Sanya movement.
Yes.
And of course,
the Sanya movement was represented with Cross It Out.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
So sometimes we need to just bring them on the show to have, have the feel.
I agree. I agree.
So that at least we missed out, So what you see, still working and making sure that we bring you nothing but the very best. And that's why it's a team. Into ebimu and we make sure that we bring everything in together.
The people that really happen.
So yes,
So what?
our two hosts. You see the sweat. I want to zoom. I wish I can zoom. You see the sweat on your producer's face. Yes, that means she's doing the work.
What is doing?
She's doing the work.
What's work? She went to dance.
But that's the energy.
Abby.
On the other hand, this one is not sweating.
Exactly. So the other one was working harder than the other.
No.
Is that what you're trying to say?
What I'm trying to say
What
is
are you trying to say? She looks nice. I like somehow this flyer is very bright, and I like it. Just cross it out on
It's
the
a very
brown
beautiful
flag.
picture.
It's a very beautiful picture. Actually, oh,
If you it says if you pledge to be part of Cross It Out, raise your hand.
yeah.
Are you not raising your hand? You're not part.
But this is beautiful.
You're not part. All right.
This is the video you need
This
to
is
watch.
why I know VAR. Once I'm here, VAR the dano. Once will be sweaty, will be sweaty. Until person me bisa umutu no But oh dear, let's get into it. Eh? No way. So let's have a feel of that's right. We all do know that this one is do the dance. Yeah. That's right. That's right. You own Napo. Share. When it comes to Cross It Out. Do the dance. They were doing the dance. Your school, when they mention the name of your school, what's the accompaniment?
My school was a bougie school. They don't do that stuff.
Bougie.
But
Kobo
is shining. Yeah.
They really
But we
shine
didn't have that.
with
Well, we
Cross It
didn't have
Out.
that.
What the moment, baby?
Oh, yeah, I'm saying some. Maybe. I mean, it's been a long. I mean, that's a long time ago. Not that I really did care about it. But no. You know, so for every school there's the what's that called? Tagline. So we both school in wisdom, intelligence. Those are something I think that's what we had, but. Apart from
no,
that,
but that one is part. But I mean, like, you know,
there's something
Ghanaian
attached.
There's
No. First of all, I went to a private school, and so and my school was a private school. We didn't do that kind of stuff. Yeah.
It's okay. It's fine. It's okay.
We didn't do that kind of stuff. So they'll go for repaying.
Yes, in penny for.
Yeah. Need that.
In penny for.
Yeah. Yeah. I know a junior of yours. Ezekiel Eshon.
Hi! I'll tell you about Prophet.
Yeah?
I'll tell you about that guy. Charlie, wherever he is, man, big salute to you. Big salute. Wait, your band is spirituality.
Senior.
No.
Spirituality.
And I'm so proud of him, man. I'll tell you what. Because I'm so proud. From
also not he likes to fight. From that person to that.
from I am as calm, but don't mess with them, don't mess with me.
Yeah.
To vying for school prefect Winya. To internet cafe.
But
he worked in an internet cafe.
Did he?
He did.
Oh, I see. Those times,
humble beginnings.
Yeah.
Humble beginnings. Yeah.
I love the way you're. It's intense. Okay.
Senior prophet. Charlie, big shouts going out to Ezekiel.
We have an emoji coming through today. Interesting time.
That's your best friend.
Yeah, that's my bestie. That's my bestie.
Yesterday, you know, our producers will give us forehand as to whatever is happening after post-production. So, yeah, tomorrow we're having oral health day, and today is oral health day. Yeah. We're celebrating that. And, Mimi's best friend. I'm like,
that's my G. That's my G. You come here, come and fight with me. But
let's tell everybody about something that's cooking.
Yes, baby.
Yes. Mall 24 Workers' Day Fair. And you know, this is what I love about MX24. Yes. We won't wait to wear meton. Yeah, catch them with the sea. Yeah. Because we don't want you to miss out on this.
And we don't want you coming to tell us that, I didn't know about it.
I didn't know about it.
No.
No. Yeah, you better born dero. So what you say? Intim pum 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 pum. That's it. Mall 24 Workers' Day Fair, May 1st, 2025. Join us for a day of amazing shopping, exclusive discounts, and live performances. Vendors, oh, vendors. Vendors, oh, vendors. Yes. This is your chance to showcase your business. Sign up here. That's mx24.app. I keep on saying this. Those of you who don't like, reading, this is for you. Those of you who just look at something and just pass by, this is for you. mx24.app/mall24 sign up. You see, those of you who keep on asking me questions, how can I be a part of MX24? How can MX24 help me? This is how we can help you. Yes, this is how we can help you. So it's the Mall 24 Workers' Day Fair. Showcase your brand, grow your business, be a vendor at Mall 24 WDF. I like that. WDF. You know what WDF stands for?
Workers' Day Fair.
That's right. We're a smart girl.
I was looking for where it was.
We're a smart girl.
But of course, I'm smart.
Yes, we are a very intelligent girl.
Very.
Very intelligent. 90% Anna.
99%.
99%. Now 1% ne. Okay. All right. 1st of May 2025, Afro's Events Center. Okay? Afro's Events Center. Lagos Avenue, East Legon, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Performing live will be a Hono in Chin Chin Band. In Chin Chin Band. Umbe Chin Chin no so what you say. Omo Chin Chin no mo Chin Chin no. My God. So this is the ultimate shopping experience. Great deals, fun, and entertainment. It's not just about bringing your things and then, showcasing them and then people are buying and all that. We're having fun whilst doing that. Yes. So please, mark it on your calendars. Don't say I didn't tell you. Don't say I didn't warn you. If we're having the fun and it passes away, and they trim. All right, now let's get into what's trending. Mimi, what is happening with people raiding people's residence and I don't get it. Like, Mentiasi, and then Akosua. Like, it really does.
Why, are we in Nigeria now?
Yeah, like, I don't get it.
And the EFCC Pro Max and Mubie or BNIO say...
Like national security...
what is going on?
What is going on? We really don't get what is happening.
What is going on?
Like, it's scary. Because if people are the top, you could just barge into the spaces and then this has been raided and this, that. Like, what is happening?
And I do guess the bits where when you, as a security operators, when you're giving or if you have the warrant to go and search a home, but the rate at which this is happening to ex-government officials is beginning to look as though it's witch hunting.
Yeah, but
why? I didn't missing the billion lawyer Addison. What do you call it? And this is a gentleman behind it. This is a gentleman. This
it's been alleged, right?
This actually, well,
yeah, it's been alleged.
Let's put it
that way, please. Let's put it that way because till we get to the roots or the causes of what this is, why this is coming up.
Is this not the same Jackpot in that what do you call it? What's it called? Case of Wahala scandal. Anywho.
Alexander Kwamena Afenyomarkin, Honorable, says, I visited the former governor of the Bank of Ghana, Ernest Addison, whose house was raided by national security operatives led by Richard Jakpa.
So coming from Honorable.
Honorable.
That's a fact.
Mohammed Yassin to this says the files on the table weren't scattered, but they went straight to disconnect cables. You think we are all kukudu or what? I don't get this. The African analyst says, call it a raid, a visit, an invasion, or whatever you choose to call it. But Addison is a learned person who understands his constitutional rights to prevent anyone from trespassing onto his private property without a warrant. Just like the KOA instance, where it later turned out there was actually a warrant for the search. Those who entered the property couldn't have done so capriciously, especially when the National Security Coordinator himself is a senior police officer with many years of experience to his name. The warrant will state exactly what should be searched for and recovered and who should do the search, recovery, and detention of the said items. This will turn out soon to be another hoax. Common sense shows. BK99 says the table was left intact. Nah, Afenyo no de pet we. Yawa says he should just sue national security over security breach. Nana Kwame says Jakpa and his stacks arrived at Dr. Ernest Addison's residence at 5 a.m. Forced their way in and searched every room. After 3 hours without finding any cash, which Ajapa handed his phone to Dr. Addison to speak with the National Security Coordinator, who offered a so-called apology. His cars were then seized and only released after 4 p.m. This sham of a reset must be reversed without delay. A tag to J.D. Mahama by Brad Philly says, if you cannot tolerate the criticism that comes with being a public figure, perhaps you should consider stepping down and making way for real leaders who understand that democracy thrives on accountability, not intimidation.
Saying it to who?
J.D. Mahama. Ibrahado says, Honorable, this is how both the NDC and MPP are. You both behave the same way when power changes. The only solution that can end this kind of unnecessary behavior from political appointees is the politicians themselves. Young Bull says, this is sad, but he must face oral. There is no running away. Even if he must face something, is this the way to go about it? Isaac Awache says, wow, that is good to news. Hey.
Malice intended, it's in trouble.
Kweku Wednesday says someone should tell Jakpa that power is transient.
I'm telling you.
Justice says if we ever come to power, we will retaliate.
You know so. John.
Oh boy. So,
Yeah.
this is what is trending. Okay, hey, there's a video to it? All right, so good
this
friend.
apparently he's been arrested.
Oh, really?
So let's read.
Good friend, a colleague of Okatache, a FIFA and host of Kesman TV morning show, Mr. Speaker gives full story of how national security picked and detained Okatache FIFA. Okay.
Action. All right, the name remains Detective Ghana, DK360 Ghana. This is just exclusive video I made amount. Now, I started at 6:30, 781. Now, exclusive by say, I'm not going to cheer every from inside. The host of for the records, national security, I'll be picking on so how. Now, so many the only body just say, oh, two no TM. Now, in Como. Mr. Speaker, I'm a friend, but I'm also friend up here. Could be better when introducing one sana. I'll be a corner. Now, we are fine. We are fine. That's right. No one introduce all that class. People. When I say they know about Mr. Speaker, Kwame Appiah could be morning show host for Kesman FM, Kesman TV. Okay, okay, that's powerful. Mr. Sarah Kadoon Ajekwe. Let's summarize what happened.
Okay, so every 5 minutes, in the media, they say, I believe it's a Ghana and India. Say, yeah, it's about finding for. Yeah, it's a 5 and 6. Who Okatache, who speaker, who Okatache. Yanka being shame. You know, I was law school. I was Gimpa and Ray. Yatro mid semester exams. Until you know, I go school. I go try exams. We are yeah befie mene ne kra papa mu ewo Christian Village Junction entina ono no use the Christian Village enclave akofa dome e de akọ baby a oko ana afemi so me use the Achimota Golf Park no area ni. That was around 6 minutes after 8. Yeah, Papa, Mumina me kind tuka and on so it to D mechi. Then at the T junction or no branching, I may call straight. But me just few meters away from the beer, you separate, I heard the siren, mechi. So I even thought say beer, I'd say ambulance, and I say, military car be na airba. Man shed down for my so. And just when I try Achimota police station, I made drew runabout in the so Jolu Junction, this was maybe a multi-choice one. Then the calls started coming and say, just when I left in national security, I intercepted Okatechi and then he's been arrested. It was quite surprising, but quickly, the first thing I could do was to contact Yemia or a lawyer who has been leading us, for all this while, or no issue be or contacting, or no dealing my, he's a lawyer, precisely. And my friend now, I was say quickly, initially, now you nimbe be or more edeno echo, and we pulled out certain calls to certain people, and finally, meaning it me identify baby or more edeno echo. And we went to the national security, Blue Gate, and your cotton, and then other lawyers started to say, or more join the national organizer of the New Patriotic Party, Nana B, Mami Nana say, the incoming youth organizer, Krobi Asante, currently deputy communication officer, I say, Minna Habib, Jerry, your friend is saying, Wija. Enclave, I'm a member of parliament and then deputy chief whip. Were there to support the SNI. And by and large, this is what is happening now. The actually the Ochinanopa, changes in the world. I don't know makers or Chinano. You be the home como. The Yadanya Miasi or Honor say at least he's been released as we speak.
Okay. So I'll just leave it here. He's been released as he rightly said, as to why he was picked up by national.
I'm betting on for the record.
Yes, so of course, we'll definitely.
As long as he's been released.
Yeah, on ONR. Sure. We will see how that pans out. But hey, well, that wraps it up for what's trending on X. Now let's get into our end of stories. And Kobe Adam. On standby to do so. We'll be right back.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
Thursday, 20th of March, 2025. March is also running. What's up with the months this year? But
It's marching.
March is marching. Good morning, welcome to the morning news on the AM Club. My name is Adam Kobe. Good morning.
Good morning, Kobe. How are you doing?
I'm good, except the March is marching.
Yeah, it is. Just be excited that it's getting you closer to your next story. So you see, your first one will not finish before the next one will come. That's the positive aspect. And now you see can we.
Lebene.
Another one of account now.
Lebene.
Just don't spend the money as fast as the days are going.
Lebene. How many times I call you?
I'm teaching you how to save.
How to save?
How many
7
times
times 101.
Twice.
Oh.
3 times.
3 times.
You see your life.
When I'm busy, I was talking.
Yeah, you are focusing on the money.
No, money is good. Me, I like money.
Yeah, it is.
No, but who doesn't like money?
Hey, you're asking me. The way you're telling me that.
No, but who doesn't like money? No, let's ask
like
that question.
money.
Who doesn't like money? Come and see us.
That's the problem.
Come and see
money.
us.
Maybe the person has it in excess
Money
and really
stops,
does not like it.
Money, it stops all sort of unnecessary
Noise.
situations.
Have you realized that the only thing that God compared himself to is money?
Yeah. Where?
Oh, in the Bible.
Maybe me, I'm sure. Yeah?
Yeah.
Where?
That don't go and sum ska. Sum ono.
Okay, so I wouldn't call that comparison though.
But it's a comparison. It's a
Kobe
comparison.
has ended his dictionary with his trying to see if it is a comparison.
Oh no! I'm trying to.
Child?
No. I'm trying to put the two because it's more or less like a scenario, right?
Yeah.
I also don't say what? Don't say mammon.
Yeah.
Meboa. So comparison.
Okay.
The kind of confusion I'm in right now, only God can solve that. Because this one just came here. It's kind of confused the entire Bible. But
I like that.
What's in the news? But before we get into what is in the news, Shally, what's going on, man?
With
the raids, the arrests, what's going on?
That is one thing that we are hoping that will not be a, for lack of a better word, a block to this government in terms of relations, like PR, like communications, because we have seen what happened with the former finance minister. So far, nothing, especially from the alleged national security operatives, nothing. As to who led the operation is claimed to be Richard Jakpa, nothing. Now we are seeing that of the former governor of the Bank of Ghana, Ernest Addison, nothing so far. It is raising a lot of questions as to the security of former appointees or persons in government who, for one reason or another, are at the center of corruption and corruption-related conversations. Why? Because we know that the NDC government, through oral, identified that some of these persons are at the heart of certain corruption-related activities, which has not been proven yet. As to what the raid was for, according to reports, they said that there was a vault in his house that he had stashed some money in, plus he had some money in the house. They were coming to seize. He should open the vault for them to take out the money, and then they take the cash that is allegedly in the house. But he says there's nothing there. And clearly when they went, they searched, they combed the whole house, there was nothing there. They took the cars away.
That's money easy for them.
You see,
the guy was governor of Bank of Ghana.
Bank of Ghana, yes.
So that is why, so that we can be able to protect our appointees of government, can they declare how much they pay these people? So that when you compare to their livelihood or the kind of lifestyle they live, you can now tell that, you're living beyond your means. You're living beyond your salary. And so we have to question it. Because if you haven't told Ghanaians, and I'm pretty sure they are aware how much the money is supposed to have been paid, note that before he became governor of Bank of Ghana, he has been working in the if he was somebody who was supposed to be, whose character financially was supposed to have been questioned, you know that appointments would have been contended largely. So if the person is out of, I don't see how this works though. At the Swiss banks now, exactly. Anyway, we've also seen cases like that of Cecilia Dapa, where she's keeping money at home. But I think that for whatever it's worth, again, for relationships and PR, like you rightly said, how are you going to communicate this to us? How are you going to tell, who do you think Ghanaians are? Who do you think you're communicating
it's
to?
becoming one too many. In fact, after that of the former finance minister. We thought we wouldn't see it again. Why? Because the minority leader apologized on behalf of government.
We're going to get another
the majority leader, I beg your pardon, Mahama Yariga, apologized on the floor of parliament on behalf of, the whole NDC caucus and then the government for what happened to the finance minister. Now this happened. On the back of that, we thought that, that would be the last. Then Ghanaians raised concerns from both sides. That was the interesting part, from both sides. That if you want to do this the right way, let's do it the right way. So what is the reason for going to the House? Okay, so there's a vote. We are going in peace. Because one thing that I noticed that was off for me about this particular one is, according to reports, once the national security operatives entered the house of Addison, they shot or destroyed CCTV camera. Yes, CCTV cameras around. What does that say? You are destroying evidence. Now, what is the main reason why you are going there? You said there's a vote. What has CCTV camera got to do with the vote you are looking for? Do you understand? It's raising
the whole system away.
No, so for someone like that, there's going to be heavy security in terms of installations around the house. When they got to the house, they took them down. Like I don't know whether they shot or they threw stones at them, but then they destroyed it.
Why?
That is the question.
Why?
So our point does, okay, help me understand this. How is it that seizing his cars and then moving them away is,
it's part of
the vote?
So,
so when they give a warrant, it's for specific
things, yes.
We're here to search for this.
We do not know if there was a grant to it.
Charlie.
We do not know.
This is worrying.
That is why we need to. We need the communication.
Yeah.
How do you even measure my what I'm spending out there as that of my salary?
Right.
What if my salary is being invested in something else and is giving me
you money? That's exactly what we were saying.
Yo.
True.
Please get into it.
Let's get into our stories for this morning. We've already taken a bite on the first story. A group of heavily armed men suspected to be operators from the National Security Secretariat reportedly stormed the private residence of the former Bank of Ghana, Dr. N.S. Addison. Now, sources claim that the operation, which took place at around 5 a.m. at the Roman Ridge residence on Wednesday, March 19, unfolded while Dr. Addison was at home. Now, about 15 soldiers arriving in 3 separate vehicles and wielding rifles forcefully entered the premises. Upon their arrival, the operatives swiftly disabled the CCTV system before demanding that Dr. Addison led them to the supposed vault hidden within the house. However, the former governor firmly denied having any such vault or cache of money or stashes of money on his property. Now, despite his response, the operatives proceeded to ransack the residence, leaving the property in disarray. When their search yielded no results, they reportedly called the national security drivers to remove 4 of Dr. Addison's vehicles, leaving only 2 behind. Meanwhile, Minority Leader Alexander Afenyo-Markin has paid a visit to the former Bank of Ghana, Governor Dr. N.S. Addison, following a surprising raid on his residence. Now, the operation allegedly is led by Richard Jakpa, the Director of Special Operations at the National Security Secretariat, which has sparked widespread concern and condemnation. On your screens currently is a photograph of the Minority Leader Alexander Afenyo-Markin and the former Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. N.S. Addison, when he visited the home after the raid. Earlier, you saw pictures of his desks at home that have been ransacked, that have been destroyed at his residence. Yes, that's it. So this is his work station, his work area that has been destroyed by the alleged operatives of the, well, not alleged, the operatives of the national security operatives who visited or raided his home last night, early last night into this morning for this particular incident. We do not know what, well, according to reports, the main reason for them visiting his house or raiding his house is to recover some amount of money in an alleged vault in his home. However, Dr. N.S. Addison says that he does not have any vault or stash of cash at home. We will keep our eyes keenly on this, bring you up to date with what happens, especially on the back of the concerns raised with regards to the former finance minister's raid, Dr. Kennedy, the former finance minister, who, has sued the national security operatives for the alleged raid on his home. We'll keep you up to date with regards to that as well. Away from that, the Commissioner of Police, Nana Efua Benyaw, has been reassigned to the Interior Ministry as the technical advisor to the minister. Now, this comes hours after the new Inspector General of Police, COP Christian Tete Yohuno, named her as the Deputy Director General of Research and Planning at the Ghana Police Service. Now, in a letter from the presidency, the commissioner is expected to liaise with the relevant authorities to ensure a smooth transition into her new role. Now, before her reassignment, COP Benyaw recently returned to the police after serving as the Executive Director of the Economic and Organized Crime Office, EOCO. And let's turn our focus to governance, where the Minister for Government Communications, Felix Kwasi Ofosu, has reportedly has expressed deep concerns over what he says is insufficient budgetary allocation to his office, stating that the 78 million Ghana cedis assigned to the year is woefully inadequate to meet the operational needs of 3 key agencies under his supervision. Now, speaking on the floor of Parliament on Wednesday, March 19, Kwasi Ofosu underscored the pressing financial needs of the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, the Information Services Department, and the Ghana News Agency. Now, according to him, these institutions play a crucial role in disseminating government information, keeping the public informed, and upholding media integrity. He, however, lamented that the current funding levels would severely hinder their ability to function effectively. He also dispelled notions that some 78 million Ghana cedis has been allocated to his office. Let's take a listen to him.
3 claims have been made. They have said that 2.7 billion Ghana cedis has been allocated to the office of the president, and that this is far more than what was allocated to the same office in 2024. Because of that, there is some wrongdoing. They have also claimed that 78 million Ghana cedis has been allocated to my office. And finally, they have also claimed that 50 million Ghana cedis has been allocated to the office of the president for research. Mr. Speaker, none of these claims are true.
That was the Minister for Government Communications, Felix Kwasi Ofosu, speaking on the floor of Parliament, dispelling the notions of some amount of money allocated to his office in particular, as well as the office of the President. Now, for the full details of this particular video, you want to visit our social media pages, as it would be available for this particular conversation. Now, let's do some drugs, as the Narcotics Control Commission on Tuesday, March 18, 2025, arrested a 56-year-old Nigerian, Ukechukwu Chima, at Oyarefa, a suburb of Accra. Now, this follows an intelligence-led operation by the Narcotics Control Commission. Now, a research conducted by the Narcotic Control Commission team as the suspected resident's hideout uncovered substances suspected to be narcotic drugs. Now, field tests conducted on the suspected substances provided proved positive for cocaine and heroin, both narcotic drugs. Now, on Wednesday, they noted that the suspected narcotic substances, with a total weight of 192 kilograms of cocaine and 0.42 kilograms of heroin, are estimated at a street value of 2,121,660 United States dollars. Now, according to the the Narcotic Board, the suspect, who has been a target for some time now, is the brain behind the seizure and arrest made by the Narcotics Control Commission in the past. Now, the Narcotics Control Commission emphasized its commitment to making Ghana an unprofitable destination for drug trafficking and protecting the safety and well-being of Ghanaians and the international community. Now, let's put this into perspective. We know that the Narcotics Control Commission in Ghana over the past few weeks has been on a clampdown of illegal drugs in the country, as some drug traffickers are using Ghana as a middle belt to transport or traffic some drugs to other parts of the country. Earlier this week, we saw that of some 2 individuals in the Volta region who were caught with some substances who were trafficking it from Togo through to Niger, with Ghana as the middle belt. Well, this is part of the Narcotics Control Commission's clampdown to to seize the trafficking or to bring an end to the trafficking of illegal drugs through Ghana. We know that the Minister for Health, Kwabena Minta-Kando, has vehemently stated that the government is prepared to make sure that Ghana does not serve as a trafficking ground for these drugs. We hope to see the conversation that would traverse, especially on the back of this individual, Chukuma Chima, who has been at the heart of trafficking drugs in the country for a very long time, and the Narcotic Control Commission has been on his radar he has been on the radar of the Narcotics Control Commission for a very long time. Now this brings the end to it, but does it continue? We'll bring you up to date with regards to whatever happens in terms of this. But now let's do some technological updates. As the Minister for Energy and Green Transition, John Jenapo, has announced an ambitious plan to convert a significant number of traditional fuel stations into electronic vehicle charging centers. Now, this move, according to the minister, forms part of the government's broader strategy to facilitate Ghana's transition to clean energy and reduce the country's dependence on fossil fuels. Now, speaking at an energy policy forum on Wednesday, March 19, the minister outlined the government's vision for the future of transportation in Ghana, indicating that Ghana must begin preparing for the inevitable shift towards electric vehicles. Now, according to him, Ghanaian roads will soon see an influx of electric cars, with a major transition expected within the next decade. Well, some good news for persons who love electric vehicles. This, especially the fact that charging stations are quite unavailable in some parts of the country. Well, this has been met with some huge joy and happiness by persons who drive electric vehicles. But now let's do environment, where the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources has revoked all mining licenses issued after December the 7th, 2024, as part of efforts to combat illegal mining, commonly known as galamsey. Now, the decision is aimed at tackling the widespread environmental degradation of forest reserves and water bodies caused by illegal mining activities. Now, speaking at a press conference on the ministry's policies and programs, the Sector Minister, Emmanuel Amakofibua, also disclosed that 7 out of 9 forest reserves affected by illegal mining have successfully been reclaimed.
We are going full steam ahead to revoke all licenses based on the findings. All licenses, small-scale licenses that were issued from December 7th is hereby revoked. Whether you have EPA licenses, because the finding is very clear. Those licenses from December 7th were rushed, the due processes were not followed, and the right things were not done.
Well, due process was not followed. Those were words from the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Emmanuel Amakofibua, speaking about the revocation of all mining licenses, especially small-scale mining licenses, as according to the minister, did not follow legal and formal procedures. Now, these mining licenses have been revoked. We know that this has been a conversation that was at the heart of the galamsey fight. How do we end galamsey? Well, revoking licenses, especially when galamsey was at its peak in the build-up to the 2024 election and earlier this year. Mining licenses were called to be revoked. The big question was, do we revoke all mining licenses or some? Well, the minister has started by revoking small-scale mining licenses that were issued after the 7th of December 2024. We hope to see the conversation that would build up on the back of this, because we know it will generate a lot of conversation after this revocation and in the fight for our natural resources, our lands and water bodies back after the menace of galamsey has destroyed quite a number of them. But that's all for the morning news on the AM Club. My name is Augustine Edem Kobiti Saint. Remember that there's more news when you visit mx24.com or the MX24 app if you download it on Apple Play Store and Google Store. There's more news for you to read when you log on to these websites, as well as MX24G on all social media platforms and MX24 News. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you so much, Adam Kobe, for coming through. Some of these stories were just heartbreaking.
Very
to
heartbreaking.
watch.
Very
One that is of interest to me is the reinstating of Madam Tiwa into that space. I am wondering what's the basis for bringing her back. But remember that we're still looking for the girls, the Tagrati girls. because she did such a brilliant job on that issue, we're still looking for them.
I get...
And many other issues.
And I get the sentiments of getting the electric, whatever it is. But me, I can't be sleeping in Doomso like that, please.
Oh.
Yes, it's becoming too much.
Right.
So, yeah. You see, I don't... Let's move on.
Yeah. Anywho, so, well, there's more coming up here. Of course, sports is right after this.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
Let's do some sports right now on the show. Of course, this is the AM Club on MX24. My name is Kojo Dasabre. Now, early partial and auto cash out looking for more control over your bets. Cash out allows you to take an early payout on your bets before they are settled, meaning you're able to get your money back before the event is over, or your bet is ultimately resulted, I beg your pardon. You either make a profit or get a portion of your initial bet back, depending on how your selection is doing at the time of you taking up the cash out. On to our first story. His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama paid a morale-boosting visit to the Black Stars on Wednesday, that was yesterday, as they prepare to face off against Chad and Madagascar in the FIFA World Cup qualifiers. The president's visit happened during the team's training session at the Accra Sports Stadium and was ultimately aimed at boosting the team's morale as they gear up for the crucial qualifiers. President Mahama encouraged the players to make Ghana proud by giving their best and showcasing their skills on the international stage. The president also reminded the players of the importance of discipline, hard work, and unity, emphasizing that these values are essential to achieving success in football and beyond. Well, away from that, but still on, Honorable Haruna Ijusu, the Minister for Education, expressed his strong dissatisfaction with the current state of Ghana's football, particularly in light of the Black Stars' upcoming 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifier against Chad. His remarks, delivered with urgency and frustration, pointed to several key issues plaguing the sport in the country. He further conveyed that the Black Stars had no excuse for failing to perform, given the significance of the game in determining their World Cup qualification. In addition to his concerns about the team's performance, Honorable Idrisu also addressed the broader issue of Ghana's football infrastructure, particularly the poor condition of the country's football pitches. Now on to our next story, where sports meets entertainment, as Ghanaian music star Black Sherif has visited Tottenham centre-back Kevin Danso. Now Danso, who is of Ghanaian descent, joined the North London team from RC Lens. They spoke about food, culture, and how he was settling in at his new club.
An amazing stadium, come out, fans cheering, warm up, crazy. Presentation, like you said earlier, you know, if it were a lot of people from Ghana work here. Europe,
I like the atmosphere. The atmosphere here would be cool too, because like you enter, the first 3 people I see, Ghanaians.
That's how I felt, you know. Came straight to Tottenham. I was welcomed straight away. The club is a massive club, but it's a community, you know, it's a very welcoming club, and, you know, it feels like a family, and that's the most important thing. And like I said, for us Ghanaians, that's important, you know, how we are. We're very welcoming. And then this club, I think, just fits perfectly to our culture. I mean, being in such a multicultural city, you know, I grew up not too far from here as well, and now I'm in North London. More culture, more Ghanaians.
More Ghanaians, to be honest. Trust me, bro.
Yeah, so
trust me.
It's amazing, you know. It's just it's easy to feel at home.
Yeah.
And like I said, like we always say, Ghanaians we're welcome into the most important thing is that you feel welcome.
Yeah, and keep the family close.
Yeah, 100%, always.
Yeah, and like through you now we have a home here too. I'm telling you. Yeah. Now we go get tickets, come to watch this thing because we know Kevin Danso they play for Tottenham.
Yeah.
Guys are active, man.
That's the amazing thing about here as well, you know, such a big stadium, such a big club, and people come to perform here. And like I said, soon I hope it's your turn.
It's happening, it's written, I'm telling you, man.
So what are you saying? What should I do for my celebration when I score? Big force.
Can't see we now. K Danso.
Yeah.
You can't see we.
Oh, that's beautiful to watch. Tell me what Black Sheriff wouldn't do anymore. Now, it's more like he'd be the sports journalist right now. But the sync, man, I love that. And yes, Danso should be celebrating with force because he has the number 4 behind his back. That's the jersey. Yeah. People don't go and interpret it into something different. We know you people.
But what does 4 mean, though? What position is 4?
He's a defender.
Oh, defender.
Yeah, he's a defender. Yeah, he's a defender. Yeah. Unlike Asamajan who had 3 and a striker. So yes.
And 3 a defender.
Oh, normally you would find defenders wearing
3.
You know, 3, 4, 2, those numbers. You get it. Yeah. But Asamajan always wore 3 and he was a striker. Yeah.
That's what makes him special.
Well, let's do some basketball action now. Nugget star Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray sat out the Nuggets to 120-108 loss to the Los Angeles Lakers due to injuries. Now, Jokic missed his 2nd straight game with a bruised right elbow, while Murray also missed his 2nd straight game with a sprained right ankle. The Nuggets pillars are accounting for a combined 50.6 points, 6.6 rebounds, 6.4 assists, and 3.2 steals per game this season. Jokic and Murray both traveled to Los Angeles and did pre-game work in an attempt to play, but ultimately were ruled out. Updates right here on the AM Club. Early partial and auto cash out. Looking for more control over your bets? I tell you what, cash out allows you to take an early payout on your bets before they are settled, meaning you're able to get your money back before the event is over and your bet is ultimately resulted. You'll either make a profit or get a portion of your initial bet back, depending on how your selection is going and doing at the time of you taking up the cash out. Well, that's it for sports.
Now catch up with all the fun, the breaking news stories, sports and business insight on mx24online.com. It's now time for entertainment. And I was going to call her Irajwa.
Oh, but she's Irajwa.
Irajwa. It's still
Yes,
Irajwa.
it's still,
Yes,
yeah.
Irajwa from Promotional is going to be joining us with that right after this.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
Everybody, you're welcome to Entertainment News segments right here on the AM Club Coffee Daily, proudly brought to you by Cowbell Coffee. My name is Irajwa from Poma.
But a good thing about it is...
You are really annoyingly cute. She said, okay, well, if you mention money, I'm going to come here and make you proud.
And claim it.
Yes, baby.
So you're Irajwa. Mami Ajwa and Irajwa, which one do you want?
Irajwa.
You want Irajwa?
You want to be in the same
What's the
room
reason?
as your...
My mom is Irasi.
Oh, okay.
So the Iraq,
Yeah.
the Battle of the Iraq
yeah.
in the Esiama Flashling home. Exactly.
What's in the world of entertainment?
First of all, guys, please let me know. Today I tried to do, they said if you want your lips to be like Kylie Jenner lips, right? You draw the liner some way. So did it work?
Maybe you can.
No, unless you continue to pass like that, because I don't see where... Kylie Jenner, the thing is that I don't know what Kylie Jenner's lips look like.
Did it work?
Unless you do that.
I'm lost.
Yeah, me too, but you'll be found.
All right, so moving on to what we'll be talking about today. Now, the nominations we'll be talking about today is Best International Collaboration of the Year and Collaboration of the Year. Actually, was it always like this?
What's it?
Where, there's Best International Collaboration, then there's collaboration.
Yes.
It was always like this.
There wasn't international collaboration.
There wasn't international. It was Best African.
Yeah.
Yeah, or international something. But it wasn't collaboration.
Yeah.
Not that I know.
Yeah. Okay, so we have Oba Awa Omba, Joe Metal featuring Sumisola Baby. Eke Lebe. It's not that one. Hey.
Yeah.
Again, The Doing of the Lord, Diana Hamilton featuring Mercy Chinwo. Continental Can Promise featuring Shali Poppy. Continental Shali Poppy is in it.
There's actually one with Shali Poppy. Yeah. I didn't know about that collaboration, cry.
I didn't know. Okay. Drip, drippers. Drip. Have you heard that song?
Nope.
Gambo, Jim Jones. Jim Jones is one of the biggest American rappers, and he came to do his thing. And Jiggle and Wine, Stonebwoy featuring Spice. What's up? What's up? We can't say that. Who do you think?
I know the name profane.
No way. Why are you trying to do this? Hey, Palatarian.
Standard.
Palatarian, you're doing your job well, pal.
Yeah, because, I mean, I'm saying behind your backs to prove that song is profane. Yeah, they need to really, and if one is, every other one that has any form of indecency in it should be treated as that.
That's true.
I mean, let's not pretend that some sound better than the other.
Yeah.
Profane, profane.
Profane,
In any case.
Well, if you look through this, who do you think is getting? I think Doing of the Lord is getting.
This is the doing of the Lord.
Doing of the Lord is getting. JKD, you think it's getting it?
Yeah.
Doing of the Lord.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that'll make it. I was trying to get Rope, the first one, into it, but
Baobab.
yeah, but it didn't
catch fire.
It didn't catch fire.
Yeah.
Although it's a very powerful song.
Yeah. Okay, moving on to collaboration of the year. The battle of the collaboration. Fly Girl, B-Strap, KOTM, and Osei Osikani. I didn't tell you guys that I had a back and forth with Osei. He said he was taking me to court, but all grace, favor, and honor to me. Don't worry, I'll tell you.
What did you do?
Who knows? Maybe he's watching. I'll come and read this one, and then he'll now come and say, I have case with this guy. I don't want that, please.
He sent you.
No, he said he will, but he didn't.
Sue you.
Yes. Okay, favorite story, Kim Promise, Sarah Kadoon, and Olive the Boy. This,
Is that a...
I don't live my life no more. I choose to live my head. I learn my lesson.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That was nominated.
Yeah.
Was nominated.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. The triple standard of the
triple. Okay, then you did do me lomo. This thing,
that's going to win.
Okay, then Obobi a bad. Rap Father featuring Ken Paluta. I never heard of that one. And Sarah Kadoon featuring B-Strap, KTOM, and then Give Me Your Joe Metal featuring Sandra Bwachidria. Give Me Your No, Amen No. Lomo, and favorite story.
Okay, so this is between... Okay, so it's between Favorite Girl, Lomo, and Give Me Oyo for me.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
These three.
Okay. All right, we'll see who wins on that day. To that day, I'll be there with my pen and paper. We need my market, my ticket, no market. The ones that I won the bet, then I'll come here and with Jim Scam my collection.
We've done early payout.
If you've not activated the early cash out, that's a problem.
Yeah. We've cashed out already.
Aviation, and aviator, I'll say.
Sister.
Okay, we're moving away from that, but this is centered around the TGMAs because the TGMAs will bring drama. Now, no, it's true.
It's like...
It will bring drama. Yesterday
because tell me why... Yeah, was nominated. And those people are telling me that our Makuma is profane.
That was yesterday. We're moving on to Kweku Smoke. Now, these people coming out to talk about the reason why their song is this and this, they are the people that are in Artist of the Year category. My thing is, you are in the biggest award nomination. Why are you fishing and looking for other? I don't know, but all in all, they deserve it. Anyway, but Kweku Smoke is not happy about a young lady called Tilly. Now, she came out with a video talking about the fact that she doesn't think that he deserves to be an Artist of the Year. That what has he done? What song do they know? And da-da-da-da-da. Yesterday, when I was watching the video, I told myself that the fact that you don't know the artist or you don't listen to the artist doesn't mean that the artist is not doing it. Your one judgment shouldn't be the reason why the entire... Do I listen to Kweku Smoke? No. But do I think that he belongs into the category? Yes.
Why?
Because last December, first of all, his numbers have gone really up. From where Kweku Smoke started from, the first song I ever heard from him was... And show why I was like, who is this one? And found but this one and show why I say hey and show why he's saying, you know. Then it went from that to like his music being in the charts and all of that. Now, one thing that secured it for me was I used to think that Kweku Smoke was just Kweku Smoke, but in December he had the first concert in December that happened at the Good Park. And it was sold out. And it was shut down.
Oh, that was a concert I said.
And Sarah Kadoon surprised the fans. And Sarah Kadoon said, you're going to get Rapper of the Year. Remember? And then he had Sarah Kadoon and he was in tears and all of that. This man has worked so hard. The fact that I don't listen to him doesn't mean that means that the entire, your judgment should, I don't know what I'm saying. So this city girl, she didn't force us all.
I really want to see her video.
Well, the video is there, so let's take a look at the video. We'll be right back.
for Kweku Smoke. I know you people are trying to make it look like Kweku Smoke. Oh, Kweku Smoke, the street, they love Kweku Smoke. But mind you, it's only the street that they listen to songs. Or it's not only what the street is listening to that we use for Artist of the Year. I don't think Kweku Smoke has to be in Artist of the Year category. Like Charlie, yeah, he has done show, but boss, which hit song? Which hit song? And the hit song, no, please. Make sure it's a hit song. Remember, relatively hit song behind family defending on who if you come to defend this thing. Don't come and give me any relatively hit song. Because if we take songs like Lomo Lomo and we take songs like Aseda and we take songs like Defe Defe and we take songs like Dejire Jane, which song of Kweku Smoke the 2024 match that level of hit? None of it. That same, I have a problem with one or two, but I am going to say for sure that this is the first.
So when you say empty barrels make the most noise, over TV kasa kasa to say our voice. This I would do girl guys. I'm singing songs.
Okay, so I want to say this.
Yeah.
Clearly, this is for clout. I'm not going to bother myself over it. But when we talk about the actual case that you raised, and I'm going to base my conversation on you. You said the fact that you do not know the aunties, the fact that you don't know an artist does not mean that, or the fact that you don't listen, you said you don't listen to an artist does not mean that he does not deserve Artist of the Year. One of the criteria of being an Artist of the Year is to be popularly known. It's to be known by the like a good number of people. When we say Sarah Kadoon, everybody has an idea.
But just you doesn't.
So I'm coming. The fact that I don't listen, because I've not really been a Sarah Kadoon fan. So beside me, Sarah Kadoon Nyuma, me struggle. Okay. But the fact that I know about him because his impact is that large qualifies him for Artist of the Year. Has Kweku Smoke done that?
Yes.
Maybe not. Because I personally do not know Kweku Smoke until December concert now. Sarkodie Komano props. I'm like, who's this guy? I did not know about Kweku Smoke. So if her argument is based on the fact that people don't know you like that, let the impact be stronger before they put you in that category, maybe she has a point. But then again, you're also right that the fact that I don't listen to him does not make the impact here very important for that category. If he has had a successful journey where he's had great concerts, successful concerts, his projects have been successful, that is, his musical projects have been successful. It's given him the numbers that they need to put him in that category. You and I shouldn't be arguing whether or not he deserves that spot. I think that when you are attacking when you are attacking this situation, not the girl, the situation, look at it from both sides. She does not know him, and she is probably in that space, that entertainment space. And so if I don't know about Kweku Smoke, then I didn't know Warhol.
I think she does, but her thing is, she's talking about the music. What music has he done?
It's a good question, in my opinion. It's a good question. Like, what is making you popular, successful, worth that category as the people who have worked twice as hard? What did I make? What is I make a show? Because if you're putting me in the category as Stonebwoy has worked. Can you match Stonebwoy's work with Kweku Smoke? Why are we in the same category? Do you get what I mean?
Right. My own is, I fear for him. Not in the sense that he won't win or anything. It's just that we've seen people get into that category and then maybe they don't win, or he's not yet supposed to even be there, although he's worked and a chunk of people, because I was really like, Kweku Smoke, but he came here. He came for an interview here, right? Yes, he did. So I was like, okay, so now that I was able to see the kind of crowd that he pulled at Good Park and everything, my attention will go to him. Say, let me go listen to Kweku Smoke, or who is he? You get me?
Then you're gunning that kind of support.
Yes, but I just fear for him. In terms
it's untimely.
That this shouldn't break him, like, something as here, like
on where we say so that it will help him
so that it will make him
merit that position.
So that's because if we do a survey right now and go around the whole Ghana, and enter every household and ask Stoneboy and ask about all those people who are in the category except for him, we would get the polls. You get me? If you go to a particular category, you would realize that same as myself and Mimi didn't know about him, some other people don't know about him. So there's more room for improvement. There's more work to be done for him to get that stage. You get it? Although we applaud him for being in there.
Grace has located.
But I fear.
I get it. Ooh, all right. Moving on to our last story, let's do some international news. Now, Kanye West is not catching a break. Do you know why? The internet themselves, I don't know, Google and Facebook, they came together and removed a tweet, never to be seen again. Now, he said something disgusting about Jay-Z and Beyonce's kids. I have searched everywhere to find the tweet. Social media users that have seen it, because it's deleted, Twitter themselves deleted it, so social media users that have seen it have reacted to it. But I'm sure whilst we keep reading the tweets, we are going to find out what did he. I heard he said something about their children looking like disabled kids. I don't know what it is, but that is what he said.
They come on from Kanye.
Yeah, he actually said it on Twitter and then it was removed. But let's take a look at some reactions from social media. Now, someone says, Kanye West has said some pretty wild things over the years, but that tweet about Beyonce and Jay-Z is going to be the straw that broke the camel's back. That Kanye tweet about Beyonce and Jay-Z's kids was so disgusting. Moving on. I don't care if you don't like Jay-Z or Beyonce, but if you're cool with that Kanye said about their kids, you're a piece of as well. I don't care who you are. So much. And so I guess it's what they're saying. Something about their kids being disabled or whatever. Can you cry? Then you come and say, it is my bipolar. How will we be? Wow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we have for you today on Entertainment News segment. I'm sure that you were well abreast with the entertainment news that I gave to you. My name is Irajua Isiama Flashley. I'll come your way same time tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Irajua. Since we have accepted that name now, well, thank you so much for coming through with those entertainment stories. Now, in today's dynamic business environment, a robust workforce is pivotal to achieving success. This is why we have thoughtfully designed our corporate health insurance plans to empower your employees and bolster your organization's performance. With Equity Health Insurance, your investment transcends ordinary insurance. It represents a commitment to the future of your company. Our health plans are individually tailored to accommodate the unique needs of your employees, offering comprehensive coverage and exceptional benefits. Our support goes beyond administrative tasks and premiums. At Equity Health Insurance, we are dedicated to standing by your side throughout the entire journey. Please feel free to reach out to us on 050-1515124 or 0539-135-073 so that we can further enhance the level of service we provide to you. Equity Health Insurance, we say always here for you.
Well, Telecel has got good news for you. Are you looking for the best value data and voice offers that are tailored to your unique needs? At Telecel, we understand everyone has their own preference. That's why we have the unbeatable Made-for-Me bundles made just for you. The Made-for-Me bundles are affordable, customized data and voice packages personalized for you. Simply dial *530# or download the Telecel Play app to subscribe to your special Made-for-Me bundle right now. Telecel, connecting energies. Well, that's about it for Coffee Daily. I hope you did enjoy it. It's brought to you kind courtesy Carbell Coffee. Carbell Coffee says they're with you every single moment. Do well to grab one for yourself and share it with me, not her. Up next is Lifestyle Daily.
Why?
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
Every day is packed with its own surprises. You never know which thrill is around the corner. Feel good. Feel good. Or how it will play out. There's a sense of excitement.
Did our plane just stop? Another cash out.
That adds a little magic to my everyday.
Feels like a party tonight.
Michael has been exceptional, surpassed all his targets. Let's hear from this year's Staff of the Year.
This wouldn't be possible without a strong relationship. You've been with me through university. All those days of studying together just to ace those tests, which we did, by the way. And those days of the side hustles. You were there. All of these have prepared me for this moment. Cowbell Coffee has been there with me every single step of the way.
For the big days and the seemingly ordinary, creamy Cowbell Coffee is with you every moment.
This advert is FDA approved.
To Samplers, the ultimate vendor fair where brands come alive. Consumers don't just see your products, they experience them first. Whether it's food, beauty, fashion, or home essentials, this is where real connections happen. And this March, Samplers is back with the Gold Coast Market Edition. All about made in Ghana brands.
Call to you. The dreamers. The ones that see no boundaries.
Dreamers take a chance.
The explorers that chart their own path.
Unlock the vibes, connect the energy.
The ones that dare to challenge the status quo.
Get connected, feel the
When others try to think outside the box, you wonder, what box?
catch the wave, enjoy the ride.
To the architects of their journeys. Every connection is an opportunity to explore every experience. This is your call to adventure. Your journey begins here. Be bold, be daring, be free. Connecting passions, connecting dreams, connecting ambitions. Tell us, connecting energies.
Trailblazers aren't born. They are molded by vision, resilience, and a relentless drive to create change. Join us on April 12, 2025 at the UPSA Auditorium for an event that inspires transformation. Hear from our seasoned speakers including Kwame A.A. Opoku, author, futurist, and global speaker. Makeda Smith, founder and CEO of Savvy Chicks in Real Estate from the USA. Christian Boache Yadom, co-founder and CEO of Pizza Man Chicken Man. Ebenezer Isuman Amankwa, co-founder and COO of Pizza Man Chicken Man. Anthony Jamafa, CEO of Caveman Watches. Sir Elom J. Tete, global lead of the Psalmist International. Our keynote is from Dr. Stephen Deborah Ablometi, founder and CEO of CPL Developers. Your host for the event will be Moses B. Arthur, author and CEO of Afrimart Atlantic. Get ready to embrace an experience that will inspire you to dream bigger and take courageous action. Remember, the date is on April 12, 2025. Time 11 a.m. prompt. Venue UPSA Auditorium. Remember to register with the code on your screen or with the link below. Let us unite to shape a brighter Ghana. Don't miss this moment. This event is proudly brought to you by Entrepreneurship Hub Africa in partnership with Pizza Man Chicken Man. Proudly sponsored by MX24 TV.
Drama, betrayal, faith, forbidden love. What would you do when life writes a chapter you didn't ask for? Every broken pen has a story to tell. Every story has a lesson to learn. But the question is, how do you fix it? The Broken Pen Show is back. Real stories, raw truths, and maybe, just maybe, the answers you've been looking for. Hi, ladies. Hi. Your story isn't over. Let's fix it together with a cold glass of Nax cocktail. Catch the Broken Pen Show every Thursday at 8 p.m. only on MX24 TV. My name is Yavita, and I am your host. Cheers.
Welcome back to the AM Club right here on MX24. If you're just joining in, you made the right choice. You and I have a big conversation right here on the show this morning. It's all about dental care. I need you to be a part of this show because some of you, and they're the ones who want to be talking into your ears. Why?
Today is Thursday, right? So we have the liberty. Please, producers, find a song for me. Sentinel, Sentinel.
Because why do you want to? Why do you talk to me? They are the ones who want to speak into your ears. Wow,
please look for the song. Play the song.
Next to the devil is those people.
Oh,
they are wicked.
Wicked how?
Because you know what's funny? I think that if you have something in your mouth, or you have a little bit of a nunu scent in your mouth, you know. Because when you're talking, you can smell it. You can smell your mouth. Why do you talking to my ears for a weekend?
Sentinel, please.
But before we get into it this morning, let's talk about something that is very important. I need you to get that personal insurance plan for yourself and your beautiful family. At Equity Health Insurance, the well-being of our members takes precedence. We recognize the unique healthcare needs of you and your families, of course, individuals and families as well, which is why we are delighted to present our Ebusia Health Plan. Now, this health plan is crafted to promote the enduring health and happiness of you and your loved ones. Our plans are meticulously tailored to offer comprehensive and competitive health insurance coverage for individuals, families, and smaller groups. Access to quality care is just a phone call away, offering continual assurance of your family's welfare. Contact us today on 0546 645 465 or 0503 860381. Equity Health Insurance. We say always here for you. Now, with the Jibu water, staying refreshed has never been easier. Jibu water provides clean, healthy water you can trust as your go-to source for drinking and cooking. Now, with options of our innovative 20-liter bottles that come with a tap, 18.9 bottles as well. Your dispensers will have a breath of new life. Our clean, hygienic Jibu water flows through them, and of course, for your consumption, whether you need a cool drink to quench your thirst or fresh cooking water to make your meals taste its best, Jibu water is the answer to your clean water needs. Order for your clean water now by calling us on 020-9845817 or visit our website at www.jibuco.com/GH for more information about our brand, Jibu Water, a better life. Today, for our big conversation, we're talking World Oral Health Day. Now, World Oral Health, did I just say horror? World Oral Health Day, celebrated annually on March 20th, is a global event dedicated to raising awareness about the importance of our oral health. This day aims to inspire individuals, communities, and government to take action towards improving our oral hygiene and preventing oral disease, which affects millions of people worldwide. And today, it's no exception. We're going to be getting into the conversation very soon. And joining me for the conversation is Doctor, and she's dentician, Akosua Serwah Agyeman-Gyebi.
She has Ajima in there.
You know where she's coming from. She's a general dentist, head of brand and marketing for the Ewa Men's and Smiles Foundation. Oh, that name sounds very, very familiar. Dr. Ewa. Dr. Ewa. Now, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm very well. You came with a smile.
Oh, of course.
Can you see that? She's showing us.
The thing if you don't get crying, you know,
you can't smile.
Yeah. Actually, if you don't have that kind of confidence in your mouth,
you cannot smile.
Well, let's talk about why oral health is considered essential for overall well-being.
Okay, thank you very much. First of all, for the opportunity, and I also like to thank our director, Dr. Ewa himself.
Okay.
Yes. So
big shout out to him.
Yes. So oral health is intricately connected to your whole body.
Oh, is
if
it?
we say health, you cannot isolate it. You cannot put it in segments. So your mouth, which is an integral part of your oral health, it's tied to the rest of your body. You cannot separate it.
Also.
Okay. So, for example, certain conditions in the body, like HIV, you notice that the manifestations can be seen in the mouth.
Is it?
Yes. You go to the dentist, you open your mouth, they are checking and they see certain lesions. And in our minds, this can be HIV. They will tell you, go and do a ritual screen. Secondly, there are certain oral health conditions that have a very vital role when it comes to the progression of certain illnesses, like cardiovascular diseases. So if you have a gum disease, you have a higher chance of getting certain cardiovascular diseases if you are already at risk of it. Even with pregnancy, if you're a pregnant woman and you have gum disease, research has shown that it can lead to preterm, low birth weight, like low birth, so those are ways in which the body is tied to the mouth. So it's not isolated.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
I'm finding out about this for the very first time. Honestly, I did not know.
Yes.
Wow. Now, what are the most common oral diseases that we record, especially here in this jurisdiction in Ghana?
Yes. So the most common is dental caries, what we call kaka.
Oh. I'm too missing too because of kaka. You know that, right?
When I was a kid, and there was one that I had, but when I visited the dentist, which is a very long time though, let me just, you know, I like I like being practical. Yeah, very, very, very long time. And I owe it to myself to go do that.
I'm glad that you are saying that.
Yes, since it's World Oral Day, I have to. So there was one that happened, but when I visited the dentist, which was quite a long time ago, she did say that, I'm going to save this tooth. And I don't know why she did say that. Because for me, I'd already psyched my mind. Already, when I was a kid, I had that one removed and it wasn't a funny one. And with the trauma that I went through and everything, I was like, no, this one. So I started to psych my mind for this one that developed again. That, this one, the Omubeyi. But when they had examined everything, she was like, no, I'll save the tooth. So this is the reason why I want to ask Doc. What was the reason? Because I think I wasn't even privy to the information. I didn't even want to even know why she was saving the tooth. I was just happy that this one is not going to be hold his head. let's remove it.
Hey, is that what they did to you?
No, Charlie, in Ivory Coast, they did that to me. I quite remember. I mean, they did whatever they had to do, and then, you know, it was, I think they had softened it or something, but all I heard was, because it was in French, attraper sa tête, hold his head. And all I remember was, it was a bit, so they had to just, and then
I took 2 out, or 3. 2 here, 1 here. And probably felt the pain later.
Yes.
Yeah, later, cry,
Yes.
like 2 days after, I believe, or later in the day.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think
So
it's
they
been
numb,
sedated or they numb it.
during the procedure.
Yeah.
After the procedure, we prescribe medications to help with the pain.
I mean, I took it before the pain could even decide.
Yes, that's actually the best.
So let's talk about these conditions and what causes them. So you talked about kaka.
Yes.
A very popular kaka. What causes kaka really? Is it true that it's just sugar or candies?
Yes, sugar has a role to play with it.
Okay.
Yes, so we have sugars, we have bacteria, we have the mouth playing a factor.
Okay.
So it's sort of like an interconnection. So when all these factors come to play, then it happens. So you eat and you take a food that is high in sugars, okay? Now, the bacteria, we all have bacteria in our mouth, okay? So the bacteria in our mouth will now feast on the sugars that have been deposited around our teeth. Now, like how when we eat, we excrete matter, the bacteria also would eat and excrete byproducts, and that's the acid. Yes. So when the acid accumulates over time, then it now demineralizes the tooth. Now the tooth becomes weaker, then cavities and holes start forming.
Yeah.
Yes.
And some go like really bad.
Yes.
Like I don't think mine was that, but I just didn't want to live with it. I just didn't want them to do anything else but take it out.
Oh.
I when the doctor told me that we can do something about it, I was like, no.
You want it out?
Take it out. That's wicked tooth wants to destroy my life. Now, with this being the most common in this space, how do we take care of ourselves? What kind of practices would you recommend so that we are not exposed to these kind of tooth conditions?
Okay, that's a very good question. So first of all, which we've been hearing is brush at least twice a day. So first thing in the morning and last thing in the evening. So before bedtime. So after your last meal, you brush. Okay, then we recommend that you brush for almost 2 minutes. So it's like
one plate for 2 minutes. Wow.
2 minutes.
Yes, almost. Yes.
I
so recommend.
Doctor, what can to say that to I I told you that's my guy. Because what am I doing in 2 minutes? Tell me.
So with reason.
What am I doing?
So you are going around all the surfaces and also your tongue.
Yeah, tongue very important. Hey.
Very important. Because the tongue can harbor a lot of the food and the bacteria.
Strangely.
Hey.
That thing is supposed to just be there and allow food to go to the stomach. What is it harboring, or what is it harboring food for? How does it do that?
So because of the texture, the surface, it has grooves, it has crevices. So it's naturally traps them.
So
so because
absorbs it in one way?
Not absorb per se.
Okay.
But for example, this carpet. It's easy because of how the texture, it's easy for it to trap things than the bare floor.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
so
great.
that's how it is.
Okay. So brush at least twice
a day.
And then what?
Floss. Flossing.
God.
You see, the thing is that brushing covers the front surface, the back surface, and the top surfaces. But it cannot cover in between the teeth because the bristles are too large to go in between the teeth. So what the floss does is that it's thinner, so it's able to go in between the teeth to pick out every food particle that has been trapped there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Toothpick or floss?
Floss.
Why not toothpick?
So toothpick can break.
And it can hurt you.
Yes, and toothpick, if you notice, toothpick, it can't go in between. It's just poking it.
Yes.
It can never, so it's not effective. But a floss can go in between all the way.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Doc, me, I'm guilty as charged. When I floss, the string, it breaks.
You are doing the things we are doing. I don't say that. Create hole in your teeth. Floss. You can't be doing like this. That's not what
No,
they
but
do.
me, as soon as I get there's this very cute small ones.
Yeah.
As soon as I'm using it, you know.
That's not what you do. This is how you are doing like this. You are doing it for the camera.
I mean, no, me, I don't do. I don't violin. I don't do that, but I just realized that I don't know whether my teeth are that strong or what it is, because I realized that the thread just becomes loose, like.
My brother, it's either you're using a fake product or am I prescribing
what is
properly?
happening?
So does it tell becomes loose?
It becomes loose.
Yes, so...
very loose. I mean, loose.
That you can't continue using.
That you can't continue using.
So
at one take.
Do you use the one you wrap around your fingers or the one on the stick?
The one on the stick.
Oh, okay. So I think your technique too
depends.
Depends.
That's the reason why I'm asking.
You have to go gently in between.
That's what I'm telling you. Like, you have to be gentle with that thing.
But I just realized that it still goes loose. So.
Okay, then it can also be possible that you have tight contacts between your teeth. Some people have very, very tight contacts. So although the floss is thin, it's also struggling to go through. Yes.
If you bleed through the process, what happens?
So normally you are not supposed to bleed.
Okay.
So if you are bleeding, it can either mean you are doing it too vigorously or your gums are inflamed. So when your gums are inflamed, there will be blood.
Yeah.
Yes. But when you floss continually, the inflammation reduces, so you wouldn't see blood. So if you see blood, it's either you are doing it too vigorously or there is a gum disease.
Right. Now, let's talk about one product that, I mean, I've had so many concerns about because of, you know, the kind of information about them, and that's a mouthwash. How effective is mouthwash in this case? Someone will tell you that, listen, I got to a place, didn't have a brush with me, I just use mouthwash. Is it effective? Would you advise that? And when it comes to using it, at what point do you use mouthwash?
Okay, that's a good question. So we should...
Thank you.
So we should note that mouthwashes do not replace toothbrushing and flossing. It's an add-on. I think that's one thing we should note. It cannot and it will not replace it. It's an add-on to your toothbrushing and your flossing. Okay, so there are different indications for mouthwash. Okay, so for certain people that have gum disease, we give them a special type of mouthwash that they use for a certain number of weeks, 2 weeks, to help with it. And there's the one that helps to give you fresh breath. Yes, so with that one, after brushing, after flossing, you use it to sort of help you smell good. Yes, so mouthwashes do not replace brushing and flossing.
The effect of chewing gum. What does it? I mean, a lot of people would, you know, chew gum. They want to have the taste. You know, especially with the mints. Say, oh yes, you need some gum there. The effects of it, because I do know that there are a lot of effects towards that. Can you run us through?
Okay, that's a good question. So now we have to first address what type of gum are you chewing?
Okay.
So there are certain gums that are high in sugars.
Okay.
So if you are now chewing gum that is high in sugar, you are sort of creating a more favorable environment for the bacteria to work on, because now it's allowing more sugars to be present in your mouth. So we suggest sugar-free chewing gums.
Are there medicinal gums?
Not that I know of
all right.
personally, yes. So there are sugar-free ones that we recommend. So with that one, as you chew, you stimulate the salivary glands to help produce saliva. So there are certain people that struggle from dry mouth. There is low saliva production. So we say, oh, take sugar-free gum, chew it. As you chew it, you are sort of stimulating it to produce more saliva. Yes.
Okay.
I have another question.
Okay.
Of course, the show is yours. I have many questions.
The traditional way of brushing, when it comes to my gun side, maybe you've seen the sponge type.
Yes.
You've seen it, right? Yes. How effective is that one too as well? Because, I mean, I have a gun side. So when I go to that side, there is much more like, although they'll tell you after that brush the teeth, but they are very keen on the kucha. The spongy way of using a hair. But that one, can you even use toothpaste with that one?
Yeah. When?
Oh.
They
use toothpaste. They use toothpaste. But I want us to get into that. Your ideologies on that too as well.
Okay. That's you said they use it with toothpaste.
Yeah, some use it with toothpaste.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But the
some
traditional
don't.
way of
the traditional
using
way
it
is just to yes. But some use it with toothpaste. So I'm quite confused on that.
Okay, so thank you for that question. So they've helped. Actually, when the brushes and toothpaste, they really did help. The good side or the good thing about our toothbrushes and the toothpaste is that they are sort of regulated. For example, with our toothpaste, the fluoride content is controlled. So we know that when you use it, you are getting this amount of fluoride to protect your teeth. When it comes to our toothbrushes, the bristles are made with a certain hardness. So it can be hard, it can be soft, it can be medium bristled. So because we have that regulation, it's because we are not supposed to use a hard toothbrush. So if the sponge is hard, you are now causing damage. So you are now causing damage to your tooth, the enamel. You are also going to cause damage to the gum, which is very delicate. So the toothbrushes that are made with, especially the soft and the medium ones, they are made to be comfortable enough for your tooth, for your teeth, and for your gums.
Okay.
Yes, so because we can sort of regulate it, it helps.
It helps. Now, the introduction of charcoal into our toothpaste. Now every brand is doing charcoal based, and I mean I don't know the qualities or the science behind introducing charcoal into our toothpaste, but tell me what that does.
Okay, I don't know if you've heard of this thing whereby I think our mothers used to do when they cook, because there was no fridge and all that, they'll put charcoal in the soup or something. I don't know if any of us have heard.
Oh, so when my father passed, they introduced charcoal into my mom's food. That I know, like food that she's going to eat. They put charcoal inside.
Okay.
You know, the charcoal has to be in the food while she's eating, and then when she's done eating, they throw it away.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
Okay.
I don't know about charcoal being a preservative.
I honestly don't know the reason why they do it with the food, but I've heard of it.
Okay.
Okay, so when you look at the formulations for toothpaste, there are different ingredients. So we have the ones that have antioxidant properties, anti-inflammatory properties, all those. And charcoal has been proven to have anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. That's why
the introduction of charcoal.
Yes.
How much charcoal do they put inside?
There needs to be a ban on the hard toothbrushes too as well.
Yeah, but what's the purpose of that? Because people are producing
people have been using that.
What's the purpose of those?
I think we need to look into that. Yeah, we don't want to mention brands. Brand B.
Honestly,
we're not going to mention brands.
But World Oral Health Day, how are we marking it this year? What's the theme? Do you guys have a theme for this year?
Yes, we do.
What is the theme for this year and how we celebrate?
Theme is drum roll.
Okay.
A happy mouth is a happy mind.
Oh, a happy mouth is a happy mind. Because yes, why are you walking around with odor in your mouth?
You're really concerned about the odor.
Oh no, I am struggling. sometimes you can't tell the people. It's a lot that we go through. Then this person, because when you do, oh no, it's rude. Yeah. So you have to, and sometimes you want to throw up. Like,
no, that's one of the things she looks out for when she's going to date somebody, or she looks at.
So we start from the teeth.
Yeah. It's important.
We look at the arrangement of your teeth and the colors of the teeth, and then we go to the fingernails and toes, and then we can have a conversation. Because you see me and you're giving me order, I'll go and receive a coin and I'll come back. Yeah. So how are we marking this year?
Okay. Yeah. So throughout this month, there have been a lot of activities worldwide and here in Ghana. There have been screenings, there have been talk shows, there have been even yesterday at the University of Ghana Dental School, they had a debate on this topic.
Oh, I love that.
So it was between University of Ghana Dental School and KNUST.
Oh,
and University of Ghana Dental School, we won.
You won?
Yes.
Premier University.
Yes.
The Premier University. Say that again. If you're watching me and you happen to be and is it alumni?
Alumni.
Which one?
Alumni.
Hey, okay. Let me just get it right. Yes, you happen to be an alumni of the University of Ghana, Premier University.
Hey. Why did this dental conversation become a Premier University conversation?
Because it is the dental school of the University of Ghana.
Because you won.
Yes.
Great job. Congratulations.
Thank you. I hope it's from your heart.
It's not all. But you see the way she's sugaring herself, it's not.
I have to shake myself so people will think that I mean it. So yeah, okay, so there's that a bit. And how are we affecting our urban communities who, might not be too exposed to some of these conversations?
Yes, so the Ghana Dental Association has organized screenings, especially today, all over.
Oh, wow.
There's some at Kaswa, Tema Community 1 Station, I think Ashonman, different places. I've forgotten the other places, but all over Accra.
How about the rural areas?
So,
because they're the ones who don't know much. We are doing everything Accra-based or the capital-based, but those areas also. And if we don't have plans yet, I just want to propose that in the future, if we are doing some of these things, those areas are vulnerable areas. That if education goes there, because we've seen that other industries have invaded those spaces and they've seen great success. Like very recently, AirTag went into some very remote areas and they have great results from there. So we can introduce that as well. So this year we are saying happy mouth, happy mind. It's a happy mind. We should be happy. How do we, if we want to connect with you and be a part of any of the initiatives that you're doing, your outfit, Dr. Ewa Foundation, Abi?
The Ewa Mensa Smiles Foundation.
Okay. You guys are also doing something, I believe.
Yes, we are. Even when you mentioned going to the village on the 22nd, which is Saturday, we are going to Gontin. Yes, in the eastern region, we are going to do health talk and health screening.
Okay.
Yes.
Lovely.
Yes, so we are going there to the villages, as the urban areas, as you said.
So if you want to be a part of this initiative, want to support, if you need any, if someone wants to be a part of this initiative, or even wants to partner with you to do some of these projects, how do we connect with you?
Okay, so you can connect on us on our Instagram. At Ewa Mensa Smiles Foundation. Yes. So there we have our details. If you want to sponsor and donate, because we are non-government, we are a non-profit organization, and we are going out there to empower people to take care of their oral health. Yes. So we have an account with First National Bank. So kindly send. You will find all the details on our social media platforms. We have another platform. So we have Instagram, Facebook, X, and LinkedIn.
And all of it, the name again is?
So for Instagram is Ewa Mensa Smiles Foundation. For X is Ewa Mensa SF. We even have a website, which is www.drewa.foundation.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Listen, I think this is a worthy cause to support. So please, let's go out there and support, and let's throw more education on oral health. Thank you so much for coming. I enjoyed this conversation. You're so brilliant. I like girls who articulate. You speak so well. Thank you for coming. Jay, coach, that's it. Yeah, all right. What baby we say? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being a part of today's show. It's World Oral Health Day. I need you to take care of your teeth, of your oral health. It's important. You are becoming a nuisance to your friends. It's not nice. It's not nice what they are doing. On a more serious note, guys, let's take our oral health very seriously. As I sit here, I have an appointment that I have to go to. Doctor will finish me, but I need us all to put in our best. Brush twice a day. Brush your tongue when you're brushing. Spend time there. I say 2 minutes to brush your teeth, but use 1 minute to brush your tongue. Okay, please, I beg you. It helps. Okay, now let's move on to some even bigger conversations right here on the show. Again, it's World Oral Health Day. Take care of your oral health. Okay, we'll be right back.
From 2012, we have gathered for new wine. 13 years later, Levites gather. It's time to be refreshed, renewed, and poured out. Ladies and gentlemen, MOG Music presents New Wine 2025. Theme, Back to the Basics. Venue, First Love Center. Encounter true power with ministrations from Joe Metal, Kwame Jedu, Reverend Barry Nikwe, Pastor Isaiah, and Obapa Christie. Date, 30th March. Time 5 p.m. Rates single 100 Ghana cedis, VIP 200 Ghana cedis, family of 5 450 Ghana cedis. Sponsors Omni Basic Bank, Secure Sanitary Pad, eTransact, Knowledge Tree International, Tank Palace Hotel, and Oasis Studios. Media partners, your ticket awaits you. Get it now. Dial *389 *777 hash or visit Airport Shell, Community 11 Shell, Bachana Total, Royal House, and First Love Center. Let the Levites arise in this generation. We're going back to the basics. Ready?
Welcome to Deluxe Experience Ghana, your trusted partner in creating unforgettable events. From breathtaking stage designs to dazzling lighting solutions, we bring your vision to life with precision and creativity. Our expert event planning and consultation services ensure every detail is taken care of so you can enjoy a stress-free experience. Capture every moment with our professional photography, videography, and live streaming services because every memory deserves to be cherished. Transform your event venues into a masterpiece with our exquisite interior lighting and permanent designs tailored to suit your style and theme. At Deluxe Experience Ghana, we don't just plan events, we create experiences. Let's make your next event extraordinary. Deluxe Experience Ghana. Think events, think Deluxe. Contact us today on 0267 83 7006 or 0545 038620 and 0545 037520. Deluxe Experience Ghana. Think events, think Deluxe.
You know, without the next right now, MS24 Club, yeah.
I don't know what to say. Every new wine, so what I say, is a different ball game altogether. So we have Mimi's best friend, my chairman, who has promised to
put
give
the camera on me because I'm misbehaving.
Wait, I'm the one talking now.
No.
Who has
include
promised,
me.
Who has promised to give us wache this morning? And also give us what to expect for the new wine. So what I say, Kumasi has have their share. They've had their share.
Yeah.
Now, Accra 4, Accra B, Mona, Game. Bako won, Wakeleba, Trini, Bonani. So,
anywho, we have Man of God.
Man of God.
In the building.
In the building.
As Jay rightly said, that's my favorite person. So I'm emoji biased. Everybody knows this. Like you can't help it.
That's Enyo. Why are you emoji biased? Today, tell us. Before we get...
When you're starting the show, you introduced me as his best friend. You're sitting here asking me why I'm emoji biased. So you want me to be Jay Kojo that's super biased?
No, we need... Oh, but that you do in your closet, so down there.
Easy.
I was not here, so.
You're not here, so. Good morning. How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm blessed. It's always exciting to have you. It's always exciting to have you.
It's a blessing to be here.
New wine is here again.
Yeah.
We're back again to have this big conversation.
Time also.
Time also. We're excited. How many years running now?
13.
13 years running.
Yeah.
Wucha. Must be a lot. Planning every new wine every year. Now you're having 2 shows in a year.
Right.
2 different locations. You're going to be adding more locations?
Let's see. Sikariba.
Ampa. Let's kind of buy them.
I'm waiting for Chairman to bless me with some,
heavy check.
Oh, amen, amen, amen.
No, but I see that you're expanding, so it's important to ask if you're going to be going to other regions because they're asking, right?
Yeah.
But how was Kumasi?
Kumasi was lit. It was amazing. It was fire. I mean, I'm still living the experience.
I love that.
It was awesome.
Love that. So Accra on the 30th of March.
Right.
New Wine. First Love Church.
Right.
But wait, the lineup. What went into the artists we picked for this year's New Wine?
So the theme for this year is back to the basics.
Ooh.
Right. And these are friends of mine that I've walked the journey with over the years. That from ground zero, God has gradually taken us through the process to where we've gotten to. We've had some fun times together. We've had some times where we all struggle together and all that. So the theme calls for people that understand the journey we've traveled, so that we can all go back to, taking people back to the basics, the very foundation that formed us, the Christian life, prayer, thanksgiving, your quiet time, your ability to express your appreciation to God, worship, praise, all those fundamental things, So I just looked at us like, these are friends that have walked the journey with me, and I believe they can bring out the vision that God has given us for the season, and then we handpicked them and
love that.
We're here.
We'll get into the supporting artists for this particular event, but again, conversations are coming up about concerts, gospel concerts at that. The reason behind these concerts, is it financial? Is it really to put God's people together in a room to worship God? What are the reasons behind all of these concerts that we're demanding from all these artists? And for New Wine, what is the reason for this concert?
Well, for me, I can't speak for everybody.
Right.
I can speak for myself.
Right.
Really and truly, there are times where people have different reasons why they do concerts. Maybe to raise money, to enrich themselves financially, to get themselves known and all that. For one, it is something that God gave me years ago, which we follow till date. Have we made financial gains? No. Not. There's no one single New One I can say that we finished and we had 100 Ghana cedis
money
profit.
No.
This is the profit we made from New Wine.
Wow.
We always, but David said something which I always run with. I will never give what to God that which will not cost me. So New Wine always comes to cost me. If God gave me the opportunity, I'll just quietly fold my things and just leave.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I'm speaking from my human, ability. Sure. But once it's a mandate that has been given me, once God placed that request upon us, we always have to move to make sure that it happens. My team would, if I wanted to say, he would have testified. We canceled this year's New Wine. It was out. Like this year, I said, let me just take time out and then relax. Then we'll come back next year or next 2 years. But just when, we entered the new year and we were going, I just heard the Spirit of the Lord tell me that, listen, get back to the road. Get back to your assignment. And I called everybody that's like, we are doing. So like everybody was relaxed. Everybody was like, we are not doing New One this year. So for me, it's not about profits. It's a mandate God has given me, and we bring people into God's presence to reveal God's vision and God's assignment for that season for them. And we spend and money well to do that. So when we sell, when we put tickets to what we do, it's an opportunity for those who love and support us to say that, listen, this is what Emoji is doing. I believe in his vision. I can buy a ticket for 100 cedis just to support him. This is my contribution to what he's doing. And not just that, I'll be there myself in person to show my solidarity with him. And through that gathering, God, reveals his presence to us. And you live there fulfilled with the, presence of God. So whatever you give as tickets ends up going to pay, for service providers, lights, sound, whatever,
No. Interesting. Again, if I was in your shoes, I would have cancelled 2025 because, hey, how do you know people even have money to buy tickets?
I mean...
Anywho, let's come back a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about your music. Right. This year, are we going to get an album, EP, single? What are we getting this year? What are you giving us?
This year is an album, but I'll give you the album. Oh. I'll give it to you because I realized I'm going to give the album like that. They will just pick one or two, you know, and just leave the rest for me.
Oh. I doubt that's what we do.
That's what, especially you.
I'll pick one, sorry.
If you like open her phone right now, you see that it's only Elohim or Be Lifted she's been listening to.
There's one that I know that nobody knows. I'll play for you. And I always said that there has to be like, and I'm going to share with you, there has to be like, what do you call it, a remake or a remix with another artist to reintroduce. That song is powerful, but he has decided to keep it, and that wasn't me. I went to pick it out of the archives. So let's talk about what you're giving us this year.
So, as a theme for this year is Back to the Basics. We recorded a project last year in September. Titled Back to the Basics, and that project is very loaded. So I wouldn't want to put every song out there like that in their face. You may probably get an overdose and pass out. So for safety reasons, we'll give it to you one by one. You know, and then yeah. So by the time the year is over, we should be able to put all the songs out. Wonderful. And I recently just released a song titled Amen. We finished shooting the video yesterday, you know, so hopefully by somewhere next week, the video should be out. And then watch out, MX24 will be the first, you know, TV station to song.
Today my Gen Z is alive.
You know,
to
play it, you know, if you want to watch Amen, next week it's going to be live on MX24 before we even go live on YouTube and everywhere.
Okay. Speaking about songs, we've seen you've gotten some nominations for the TGMAs too as well. Why are you happy?
I've seen that I've been tagged in some few.
You've seen?
Yeah.
Did you say you were staying away from awards at some point?
No.
No, never. No. You've never said that before. Who did? Okay, so but why we
like
there's no excitement.
There's no
I'm excited.
Okay.
So I think I was on set when I had my phone but I later on opened and I saw that it was TGMA.
Okay.
You know, but I didn't check the details, so I've not had time to really look.
So you don't know what you've been nominated
So you don't know what you've been nominated for.
Find the nomination
I know that of male vocalist.
Yeah.
You were in there.
Yeah.
You've won it before, right?
Twice.
Oh, I love that. Okay. Oh, but there's also in the urban gospel side a collaboration.
Is there?
Is there?
No.
Please find a nomination for us.
But what I do know is the male vocalist.
Okay.
That I'm 100% sure about.
What are your expectations for that?
May the best man win. You know, I'm not really fixated about winning the award.
No, Emoji, you are giving us the vibe of.
I don't care.
Like this year, you really don't care.
Oh no, I don't care. I do care, but I don't want to make it my focus.
Oh, okay.
Because I've been there before, where you know I made like when the winning started coming, there was this hunger like, oh, let's go further. And before I realized, I was losing, you know, the core foundation of why I was called into my music ministry. You know, the industry was taking the biggest. I'm not saying it's bad, but when you are for the ministry bit and you slide to the industry bit, it becomes a problem. If I was, praise the Lord, I mean, we can work that. But I'm more focused on the ministry. If the awards come whilst I'm doing the ministry, why not? We'll take it, you know, and then add it to our CVs.
That should be an advice to someone out there, huh?
But I don't want to make it my focus where, I must win the no vocalist, I must win the gospel artist, I must win the artist of the year category. You know, when that becomes my focus, it makes me, personally, lose my focus on what my assignment is. And before I realize, I lose my essence.
Absolutely, absolutely. Back into New Wine. tickets are selling?
Yes, and selling fast.
Okay, okay.
I don't know. I think when Accra saw that Charlie Kumasi was late, now the way people are buying the tickets, like, Accra for.
Does that give you more pressure to do more than what you did in Kumasi?
So what we really wanted to do, we did 70% in Kumasi.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
That was 70%.
70%.
Interesting.
So we are yet to finish the whole thing for Accra. Kumasi should not be offended, please. It's not like.
Just a testing.
It wasn't intentional, like you know. But we did 70%, and then in Accra, hopefully we'll do the full package. Yeah. So it's going to be lit. You know, tickets are running fast.
Okay.
If you're watching me now on MX24 and you want to buy a ticket as I'm talking to you, dial the short code *389 *777#. The 7 is 3 *389 *777#. And you'll be able to get a ticket for New Wine this year, happening at First Love Church in East Legon, right behind Trinity Baptist, the UPSA enclave. You can't miss it, you know. So you and your family, there's a family of 5 is 450 cedis, I think. Yeah. So for family of 5, 450 cedis. Get a ticket and then come and join us. VIP 200 cedis, and we'll have an amazing time in God's presence. I can tell you that for free.
For my regular folks, 100 cedis for us as well, because we are going to be at the back making all the noise and jumping around, and we are the real deal, okay? So we're paying 100 cedis for that. And again, the short code is *389 *777#.
That's right.
*389 *777#. We're going to have Barry Nikwe.
Yeah.
I've heard of that champ, and I am ready to experience it.
I went to Kumasi. I was saying Barry Nikwe. People were like, who is this young boy? Then Barry Nikwe comes to the stage, and all the girls are like, oh my God, he's cute.
You people don't disappoint.
You know, the university girls are like, oh my God, he's cute. And people taking pictures with
Is
you.
he married though?
Very married.
The mist.
Happily married. You know, so he came, we got off the stage and he was like, oh, all of the way the girls were there, I'll block all of them. You know, so Barry Nikwe is an anointed young man. Wonderful. I love him so much. Very anointed, very versatile, and very gifted. And there's a new song he's released titled Ayeyi. It's on YouTube. You can check it out. Powerful, powerful song. He'll be ministering it with his team at the First Love Church, God willing, on Sunday the 30th. And Kwame Jedu, another great guy from Kumasi, very gifted. He'll also be here with his team on the 30th as well. And I have my sister, Obapa Christie.
Yes.
That will be ministering with us.
Yes.
My brother, Pastor Isaiah, will be ministering as well. And Joe Metal, my brother, will also be ministering. So it's a very packed night, and I want everybody to come there with an expectation. And I believe God, you experience the presence of God like never before. That's my whole prayer, that God should show us a side of Him we have never seen before. Yeah.
Okay, so people, it's the 30th of March at the First Love Church in East Legon. Please come, let's have a good time. It's 5 p.m. You know how New Wine is. We come on time and we finish on time.
That's right.
A couple of years ago, was it last year or 2 years ago? I got there when you finished. Yeah, when I got there, they were done. Yeah, so please, don't be like me. I like to disappoint sometimes. So don't be like me. Be there on time. 5 p.m. First Love Church. Let's have a good time. Thank you so much. Any thank yous before we go?
Thank you to MX24. You guys are amazing. I want to thank my sponsors, Secure Sanitary Pad, eTransact. They give us the short code, Monetary International. And we have Oasis Studio and Tank Palace Hotel, Omni Basic Bank. Thank you. Thank you so much for your support. You guys are amazing. To everybody that's supporting Emoji Music, God bless you. I'll see you on the 30th.
Alrighty, so see you on the 30th of March. Let's go to New One. Let's go and worship God. My Jesus babies, this is the time to spend time in the presence of the Lord. We're moving on to some even more amazing stuff right here on the show. We'll be right back after this.
From 2012, we have gathered for new wine. 13 years later, Levites gather. It's time to be refreshed, renewed, and poured out. Ladies and gentlemen, MOG Music presents New Wine 2025 theme, Back to the Basics. basics. Venue, First Love Center. Encounter true power with ministrations from Joe Metal, Kwame Jedu, Reverend Barry Nikwe, Pastor Isaiah, and Obapa Christie. Date 30th March. Time 5 p.m. Rate single 100 Ghana cedis, VIP 200 Ghana cedis, family of 5 450 Ghana cedis. Sponsors Omni Basic Bank, Secure Sanitary Pad, E-Transact, Knowledge Tree International, Tank Palace Hotel, and Oasis Studios. Media partners, your ticket awaits you. Get it now. Dial *389 *777 # or visit Airport Shell, Community 11 Shell, Bachana Total, Royal House, and First Love Center. Let the Levites arise in this generation. We're going back to the basics. Ready?
Of your favorite evening talk show is here.
You need to work to be able to get what you want.
Can I say get what off?
If a man understands that the woman's makeup, sexual makeup, is not same as mine, I need it every 2 days. In fact, some men need it every day.
The Dish returns on your screens with more laughter, inspiration, and powerful conversations with progressive women than ever before.
They are my brothers, they are my friends.
In trying to please people, you begin to lose yourself. You get to a point where you don't even know who you are anymore. Right. And then people start to define.
This season, we're diving deeper into real-life issues affecting women, unfiltered and raw. We're addressing challenges faced by women in our society.
I'm like, how do I want to be in a place where I wake up every day and I have marks, my face is swollen, or something is happened to me some way or the other, and I'm supposed to be covering up and giving an excuse for someone who is doing that to me? It doesn't feel good.
Join us every week as we sit down with incredible women, each with their own stories to share.
If you read my caption, that was
I brought you here to have an interview, and that's what we're going to do.
Stories that will move you, challenge you, and leave you thinking long after the show.
Owning your sexuality is understanding and being aware of your individual energy. It's more than the physical, it's the energies that you also come with into this universe.
From the triumphs to the struggle, we're covering it all.
At the point where I realized that my auntie needed some particular help, I said no. I have to stand up and talk about mental health.
Get ready for thought-provoking conversations, inspiring guests, and a whole lot of heart. This is The Dish, where women lead the conversation. Don't miss out. The Dish is presented by Epiglow.
Drama, betrayal, faith, forbidden love. What would you do when life writes a chapter you didn't ask for? Every broken pen has a story to tell. Every story has a lesson to learn. But the question is, how do you fix it? The Broken Pen Show is back. Real stories, raw truths, and maybe, just maybe, the answers you've been looking for. Hi, ladies. Hi. Your story isn't over. Let's fix it together with a cold glass of Nax cocktail. Catch the Broken Pen Show every Thursday at 8 p.m. only on MX24 TV. My name is Yabita, and I am your host. Cheers.
You're welcome back to the show right here on MX24. My name is Akosua Serwah. I was going to say Miriam Uduak-Mensah. My team is about to finish me for forgetting my name. My name is Akosua Serwah. Yes, for the month of March, my name is Akosua Serwah. We're representing Ghana. We're still celebrating Ghana. So thanks to a Ghanaian brand, Kula Perry, for my beautiful shirts. I really appreciate it. I'm enjoying it. It's very easy. No stress, very easy. And it's cotton. And so the weather, it's weather friendly. Okay, people? Grab your Kula Perry shirt and thank me later. You're welcome back to the show right here on MX24. We're getting into futuristic conversations because, ladies and gentlemen, it has become necessary. And joining me in the studio, wonderful ladies. They're going to be introducing themselves. Right across me, you see the hair game going on this set is giving what it's supposed to give. Because this is my dream.
Okay.
Then somehow it looks like I have to resort to this because I'm not getting here. Yeah. Then somehow in the middle of it, I'm like, I'm not achieving both, so I have to go here. So you are representing me in 3 different places. But ladies, thank you so much for coming through. You all look absolutely amazing. I'd like you to introduce yourself. I'm going to start with you.
Okay, my name is Nana Efua Benyaw, and I am the project manager consultant for the Future of Work 2.0, and I am also the founder of Tech Chef Africa. So I'm very honored to be here today. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go to.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sarah Kadoon Ajekwe. I'm the digital marketing lead for Future of Work 2.0, and I'm also a co-founder called Shelter.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Beautiful.
Hi, so my name is Akosua Osei. I'm the founder for Be Tech Connected and the project lead for Future of Work 2.0.
Oh, okay. Did you hear? I'm the founder. My ladies ain't playing, okay? We're going to talk individually about the things that you do, the projects that you usually work on. But let's talk about Future of Work 2.0. Should I start with you?
Yes.
You're going to tell us all about it. What is it about? But I hear you have a video. Should we play the video before we get into the conversation? Please, let's take a look at the video for Future of Work.
Was amazing. It was enlightening too. Yeah, I got to learn a lot. I networked. I met a lot of people. It's worth it. It was worth coming here. Yeah.
So we need to adopt a way of learning that is keeping up with what's happening and also being able to let them have practical use. I have a lot of students coming out of the university that really don't know how to use a computer, don't know how to do even copy and paste on a computer. And that's a big deal, right? And as a professional, we don't have the bandwidth and the capacity to go back and train you on that when we're supposed to be building AI models, for instance, right? So the universities have to help us a little bit in making sure that the youth, the students, are very engaged in practical use of these emerging technologies.
So there you have it, Future of Work 2.0 or 2.0. Let's talk all about it. This will be
this is a second edition.
Second edition,
right?
Thank you.
Yes.
Tell us about it for we who want to be introduced to it from the project lead's perspective?
Okay, so Future of Work is a project of Be Tech Connected.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically for Be Tech Connected, we are bridging the skills and knowledge gap between academia and the industry. So we do that through mentorship, training, and personal development. But what made us focus on that is we realized over time our young people coming out of school are not prepared for the job market. So we are sort of helping them to be ready for the job market or to equip them with the knowledge and skills to be ready for that. And because it's a big goal, we decided to come up with Future of Work so that we can extend the conversation to the masses. So it's an event we started in 2023. Last 2 years it was in November, and then we're having the second edition this year. That's tomorrow and then Saturday. So basically, Future of Work, when you look at the lineup of the program, you realize that we have a lot of influential tech leaders and all that, because we are trying to bring the young people closer to the decision makers so that at the event they get to network, they get to also hear from them, because they are in the capacities to also hire them. So when you have a CEO of a company telling you that this is what I look out for, you know how to prepare yourselves. So basically that's what we are doing, but our focus is technology, because I am also a tech consultant, but my niche is in business development. So I happen to work with a couple of founders. So there was a time that I was in the intersection of talent and founders, because they tell me to recommend talents to them. But here's the case where the people I'm recommending are not ready. I mean, and it was something that I was doing out of passion to help the society. So it was easy to get like companies saying that, get me this person, get me that person, but the talents were not ready. So then I decided to come up with this organization called Be Tech Connected to train them, and then we can give them out to the companies here. Yes.
How do you come to play, if that's something to say? In this entire project?
So basically, I'm the digital marketing lead. So anything digital, the copyright, for me. It came about because I resonate with Future of Work a lot, because I am one that is really open to learn new things and open to grow. So when Akosua reached out to me, and I was really happy to be part of the team, making, Future of Work, digitally out there for everyone to see around the world. In UK, Kenya, Ghana, around the world. I'm really, really super pumped for tomorrow's event. And basically, I'm just the one doing everything digital. The copyright, the feel of the event. Online, go online and also on ground too. All of that.
And then the man. Why did you think coming up with an event like this was going to really effectively achieve the goal that you're looking at achieving? Because again, we have seen some of these projects in the past. Maybe not exactly this one that focuses on the new age and the new media, but we have seen in the past workshops and what have you, and they still tell you that we still have a massive deficit when it comes to people who want to be employed and those who are looking for who to employ. How did you dream this dream and decide that it will work?
So I think one thing that I really admire about the convener of this conference, which is Akosua, is that mostly from our own experiences, we've realized that when we attend conferences, events, we just have conversations and we don't take the aftermath and go on the ground to more of like execute those aftermath. One thing that made me actually partnered with her is because aside just organizing the conference, there is a future plan whereby these students, participants, attendees who will be coming for the event will be incubated into multiple programs that will give them the practical know-how and also the knowledge. And also they will be connected to, let's say, mentors that will hold their hands and coach them that, okay, if you want to get to this level of your career stage, maybe stage 1, phase 1, this is what you need to do. Phase 2, this is what you need to do. Phase 3, this is what you need to do. Before you actually throw yourself out there in the general public that I'm looking for a job. One thing I've realized in the current, let's say Gen Zs, please, sorry, I don't want to say Gen Z.
Hey, but it's Gen Z.
Gen Z, I'm a millennial talking here. So Gen Zs is that they just want to get success so quick without really taking their time to learn on the ground without really taking their time to experiment on the ground to know what works. And
But is that really true, though? I find it very challenging to believe that.
As a Gen Z,
as a Gen Z,
we want to get it done.
I would also say as Gen Zs too, in as much as we want things to work quick, there are still some of us that actually want to take our time to make it quality.
I agree with you. Yeah. They want to take their time, but they don't have the patience, like they don't have that zeal to allow their mentors to guide them the way that they have gone through that worked for them. Okay. So let's say the patient, but please don't count for me, but
don't say
yes. So yeah, that is just what makes me more happy and excited about this 2 days conference. It is not just about conversation. It's actually more of like a movement which will never stop, which will never end, because the workspace is huge. It is large. Now, you see a lot of foreign companies venturing into the African market to, employ people. So we are here. Come and attend, and trust me, you will never regret it. Yeah.
Now, for this year's event, it's the theme is academia and industry. Yes. Is that the theme? Yes. And the variance between current university curriculum and the demands of the industry. Yeah. That is very deep. Like, it's very deep too. Like, I know what I'm looking for.
Exactly. Yes.
Like, we're trying to bridge a gap, and this is specifically what we're looking for. Yeah. I had one of your speakers from from the last events who said that you employ people from school. They've actually completed school, even sometimes with first class, and on the job they just don't understand what is going on. Yes. And so this is what you're trying to break. There's the stereotype about graduates that you want to break.
Yes. Yeah.
What are we going to be seeing at this year's event?
Okay, so there's a lot of thought process that has gone into the events, because Nana Efua mentioned that the event is just to pave the way for projects that we have in the pipeline. Because it's not, I don't see events as just the avenue to change people's lives. Because Mimi, or what's today your name?
My name is Akosua.
Sorry, Akosua.
Don't worry,
because Akosua, you agree with me that people come for events, they are so pumped, and after a day or two, they go back to their normal selves or their usual selves. Yeah. So what we want to do at the event is to set a tone for the projects we have in the pipeline, which one major one is the employable projects, which will be training the people hands-on. So we'd have keynote speeches from very remarkable industry leaders. We have people like from the Ghana FinTech and Payments Association, Kwame. We have someone coming from Africa Perspective Network, that's their COO, which is Dr. Kofi Nyankopon. We have the CEO from Innovari, Mr. C.K. Bruce. Quite notable people that hold, and a lot of words and water in the industry that they can help the young people. We also have the micro feature talk section. And basically the micro feature talk section gives like tidbits about what people should expect in different industries, but then focusing on tech. So we have Kofi Aban coming, which is the CEO of Rig World.
Oh,
yes. He'll be given, so it's a big event. So he'll be given a talk on the future of energy jobs, because he is in the energy industry. We have someone like Darlington. Darlington is a big guy in the AI space, also giving a talk. So and we'd have a hackathon on the second day. So the people building for the hackathon started building like, say, a week or two before the event, and they would be awarded on day 2. Because we are also helping to groom entrepreneurs, people who have their own tech products, and they would want to pitch for sponsorship, for funding, and all that. So it's a very, very packed event. And we'll have panel conversations, we'll have product showcases, exhibitions, we'll have also light activities on the side, like games, VRs, ARs, and all that. So it's a full day event, but trust me, it's not a boring one.
And it's starting from when?
9:30 a.m. Sorry, 21st March. That's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow.
Yes.
So tomorrow, 21st of March, 9:30 a.m.
Yes, at the Amegashi Auditorium, RS Amegashi Auditorium, on the University of Ghana campus.
Lovely. Yeah. We're going to go back to the location again.
Okay, sure.
I want us to break down what tomorrow will look like, the opening of the event. Who are the speakers? What are we discussing tomorrow? What are we to expect on the 21st?
So for tomorrow, which is the main event, we'll have the keynote speeches. So we have about 7 keynote speeches from the leaders I spoke about. We'll have the micro feature. No, the micro feature talks will be day 2, sorry. But we'll have product showcases. We have something called a stage because we also want to encourage young people who have innovations to showcase on main stage and even get supporters. So we'll have some innovation, stage where people would pitch. No, they'll rather showcase their products. We'll also have some product showcases from companies who are sponsoring and individuals that they have notable tech products that they want to tell the world about. We'd also have panel discussions, a couple of them. We'd have workshops. I didn't mention that. So we are having workshops that is happening from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Simultaneously. So we have from 4 different leaders. We have one on public speaking, one on entrepreneurship, one on AI, and I think lastly the one is on personal brands. Yeah, and basically I know a lot of young people want to travel because they feel like that's where the opportunities are. But we are also trying to change that perception that the opportunities are also here. Because literally you can be here and build yourself as a global talent and work for external companies and travel for maybe vacation, conferences and all that. And not because you think Ghana is we are also trying to change that mindset.
Lovely. So tomorrow is going to be a very packed day. Starts
very packed day. Right.
Back against the venue.
Yes. So the venue is RS Amegashi at the University of Ghana Business School. Yes. So the main University of Ghana campus, but then the auditorium is at the business school. The University of Ghana Business School. Yes.
So please find us there. It's going to be an amazing time. But any contact, how do we connect with you? And then digital manager. Let me go back to you. Because she is going to be connecting us, the Gen Zs, to this event. So how do we, what kind of information are we finding on the platform? What platforms are we supposed to go on to find out information on this event?
So for all the information you can find on Instagram, Future of Work, BTech Connected, Instagram, LinkedIn, and you can find us on YouTube. YouTube. You can also find us on TikTok, on Twitter or X. And you can find us on Facebook as well for all the information you need.
All of it is BTech Connected and then
Be Future of Work.
Okay. So please find us on social media. We're very live and in charge on social media as well. Any contact numbers you would like us to call if we want to be a part of it. I used to calling in for sponsorship.
Because
more sponsorships, please.
I mean, for even our Aftermath project, which is the Employable project. So if companies would want to support in kind, in cash, please feel free to reach out.
Wonderful. Any contacts you want to put out?
So you can send to business@befutureofwork.com.
And then we read our emails.
Yes, we do.
We read our emails.
We do.
Any final words from any of you to our audience with regards to this event? It's starting from tomorrow to the 22nd, which is on Saturday of March at the RS Amegashi Auditorium, University of Ghana Business School. It's going to be an amazing time. I think it's time for us all to take advantage of these opportunities. Are we paying though?
No, it's a free event.
It's free event.
I mean, look at that.
Yeah, free.
I mean, look at that. The fact that you had that the CEO of FinTech Awards is going to be there. The fact that you heard that the CEO of Rig World is going to be there, that you are making up your mind not to go, you yourself. Between you and I, who is doing who? Now, I think it's a great opportunity for every young person to pass through, especially to connect with wonderful women like you who are doing amazing in your space, and also some of the speakers that are coming through because you don't get to meet them on an everyday basis.
Exactly.
You know, so this is an opportunity for us, so let's take advantage of it. Final words from you?
Yeah, so final words is, I mean, there's a lot of work that has gone into this project, and because we want to give quality to our young people. I had someone asking me, why are you guys spending so much for a free event? And I was asking that, why shouldn't we give quality for a free event? Because we want you people to get the best. That's why we have, and there's something Mimi said that on a regular, you might not get coffee, but he'll be there. And when you meet him there, he'll be willing to talk to you.
Absolutely.
So please do well to come, and then make sure you also register before coming.
Please register before you. So how do we register?
Kadoon, how do they register?
So to register for the event, you go to www.befutureofwork.com/register, and then all you have to do is just register.
So, but again, you're not paying, but you're just registering so that we can have data of you for future purposes. It's it's important for you to put your details there because you just never know the opportunity that is available for you just through being a part of this event. So please, let's do that and let's be a part of this wonderful event. I'm going to be there tomorrow, and so please come through. Let's spend time learning and growing together. It's important. Okay, right. Thank you so much for being a part of the show, ladies.
Thank you.
And to you out there, it has been a fantastic week. Today's Thursday. I need you to stay put. Just keep firing up. We're getting there. We're getting to the weekend. Sometimes it gets tougher at this point, but I need you to stay strong. My name is Akushika Lebene. This has been the AM Club on MX24. We're here every day of the week. That's Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Join us on all social media platforms. It's the MX24GH on all social media platforms. On YouTube is also MX24GH. Please, we have special videos and content right there for you. Our websites are all active, MX24GH/AM Club. All the amazing shows you've missed on this platform right here live is on there for you. See you again tomorrow.